Recording. Go live. Go live. All right.
Wait, are we missing Twig?
He will not be
And
joining due to last minute, I guess, early arrivals or something. So
Oh, and Cole?
he will not be here this week. He started a new job, new schedule, and today was his only day off after working I think it was 14-hour days or some dumb, crazy nonsense. He'll be back with us when we start again on the 27th, but he will not be here today.
Great. It'll be
today is going to be
time.
Today's going to be very interesting. I'm going to change a few things. So yeah, here we go. Welcome.
Let's finish the maze today, guys.
Maybe you'll finish.
Sure, yeah, let's do that.
All right. So, welcome to the Chaos Order Chronicles, episode 24. Jesus Christ. Can't believe this is still going on. Christ on a bike. They keep putting up with me every week. I am Chris, the Dungeon Master, sarcastic guy, bad hair, super forehead. Yeah, wearing a bright orange shirt today. Woohoo! Because I felt like being reflective. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were trying to stop us from hunting you.
Well, I'm definitely making myself. You can definitely see me out there. That's right. And today we're just going to jump right on over to boom to my left on the thing here. That's where I'm pointing. Brandon.
You picked me at the wrong time. Oh, I was chewing on something.
I saw that and I tried. I was stalling it long enough, and I thought it was
fine.
long enough. But
I like to chew my bagels thoroughly. I'm sorry. My name is Brandon. I play the half-elf drow Xander, and I like to chew my bagels thoroughly. Let's finish this maze.
Sweet. All right, we're just gonna drop down right below me this time since it's a very short staff this week. So I'm gonna just drop down straight below me to Shepard.
Hey, I'm Shepard. I play Paladin Zod. Now I'm wanting a bagel, and I would chew it slowly as well.
Bagel does sound really good.
Amazing.
All right, and in the other corner, Hillary.
I'm Hillary, and I play Morgan, human sorceress, and I don't have any particular feelings towards bagels. They're delicious, I suppose.
Oh, you have to be a bagel over muffin kind of person, no? No?
Yeah. Hold on. Are you a muffin person?
I feel like this answer is going to determine the entire tone of the rest of this campaign.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on.
Judged on this answer?
Hold on, Zod. Before you do your introduction, I need to know. Bagel or muffin?
Hillary. Are we talking about like a Costco muffin?
No, we're talking about muffin, bagel. Which one are you going to reach for?
I'm sorry, it's got to be a muffin.
I do muffins with breakfast food, like eggs and bacon, and I'll do a bagel if I'm just having a bagel.
Okay.
With cream cheese
Hillary?
and coffee.
I'm going to instinctively go for the muffin.
Oh, God. No. Oh, Zod, do your thing, brother.
Sorry.
I did my introduction. I'm just saying, I would do the bagel. Like, come on now.
Man, you hurt my heart. Goodness.
Like I said, if I'm doing like a breakfast meal, English muffin. If I'm doing a bagel and coffee, you know what I mean? If I'm just doing coffee and it's like, ooh, look, a bagel. You know what I mean? Like if there's a bagel there with a cup of coffee, I'm taking the bagel. I'm not doing the English muffin. But if I'm doing bacon, eggs, sausage, go with the muffin.
Wait, we were talking about English muffins? I thought we were talking about like a muffin.
No, we're talking about regular muffin.
Cranberries.
English muffin is still a muffin.
No, it's not.
I don't.
It's like sourdough bread.
If we're throwing that in there, I don't do muffins like blueberry muffins. I don't know. No, I have no.
Yeah,
unless
you're bagel.
A banana nut bread muffin or something. Then that's a complete game changer. But I don't do like muffins, like cupcake muffin things. I don't.
That's what I thought we were talking about.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I don't do muffins. Unless it's banana nut bread, I don't do muffins. You give me a banana, you throw
They're boring.
banana nut bread muffins in front of me, I'll eat those until I will literally poop banana bread.
Okay, that's gross. Hey, but that's your reality, brother. That's how you live it. Hey, I can't blame you.
You might need to see a GI doctor.
But if I'm ever put in the opportunity of eating that many banana nut bread muffins, we'll have this conversation again. But I don't think that'll ever happen. So, just saying.
Well, keep us in the loop.
Yeah, I'll keep you posted if that ever happens. All right. So, wow, that was quite the introduction today. Talking about changing things up, and that was definitely a change up on that. All right. Today we pick up with our group of adventurers making their way through the passage, reaching the 4th floor. That's where we left off last week. Was you guys had made your way up the stairs and to the door leading onto the 4th floor of this passage, this way to get from Aber to Twirl. Yeah. And as you open the door, walking in, stepping into this room, you find a well-furnished and somewhat elegant study. To the left, there is a well-crafted desk with various papers, books, and alchemy tools. A beautiful red rug that is inlaid with silver thread embroidery sits in the center of the room with a large bronze brazier that gives off a dull glow from the embers. To the right, a large bookcase full of books is along the south wall, and in the corner is a plush red velvet chair with a small table. On the table, there is a small statue that sits on a round base. There are 2 doors that exit this room, one to the north and one to the east. And as you enter, you also see standing in front of the door to the east is that same familiar visage from the beginning of the passage, and has also shown up a couple of times since. Standing there with his arms crossed, looking angry as you enter the room.
I'm going to throw him some side eye and go examine the papers on the desk.
As you enter and start moving that way, he says, "Some things have been changed. Accelerated, shall we say." And the 3 of you make perception checks for me, please.
Okay. Does he look the same, or is he less or more corporeal than normal, or?
He looks the same as he did before, like there but not there, non-corporeal.
Yep, that's what I mean. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Here's my perception.
Does this perception have to do with hearing or smelling?
Yes.
19.
Yeah, hearing, smelling, sight as well, right?
Advantage, brother.
Oh, yeah. I always forget that about you.
Mm-hmm. That didn't really help.
So Zod, you notice as he says that his arms are crossed, you can see one of his hands move. And you can see out of the corner of your eye that Twig and Barathok, they seem to freeze in place and then shrink down. You only notice it out of the corner of their eye because they walked into the room behind you. And you can see that behind you. You can notice.
This man just nerfed our friends.
You're the one that notices. You notice his hands moving. Morgan and Xander, you would both see out of the corner of your eye that Barathok and Twig have both frozen and shrunk down. They're like little miniature tokens, as if you were
So
your
I'm gonna
characters are
cast,
going to play a game of Dungeons and Dragons. That would be your little mini token for the battle map.
I will try to cast Bane on this guy now, since he decided to try to be fancy.
Stupid game, stupid prizes.
Go ahead and ping that spell for me.
Yeah, it's probably not going to work because he's probably not actually there, but here it is.
I
But
thought he was
Zod, yeah, but Zod would have tried something. He just saw this dude zap our two friends.
It has no effect.
Nope, didn't think so, but I'll still draw my sword. I'll try to cast Bane, and I'll say, hey, what are you up to, man? We have tons of time left.
Yeah, I'll join him and draw my rapier.
I want to pick up the tokens and do an Arcana check on them to see what I can determine about the magic.
Okay, so first things, you two are going to draw weapons and look at this guy, and he says, "A deal has been struck," and uncrosses his arms and walks up to you, Zod,
Okay.
and he reaches out and over your shoulder unties the baby Bjorn, takes it.
Yeah. Okay, I'll just say, hey, what are you doing, man? That's a good way of getting poked.
Yeah, that's our baby-shaped friend.
Are you trying to grab him, or are you trying to grab the Bjorn?
Grab the Bjorn.
I'll try and grab him.
Going to grab him, your hand goes through him.
Yeah, okay, I figured as
But
much.
you still have a firm grasp on the Bjorn.
Okay, so we're tugging, little tug of war. Who struck a deal, and what does this deal mean? If you plan on stealing my friend, and I tried poking him, saying, "Hey, now'd be a good time to get some life in you and do some flying, girl."
It is at this moment he's holding the Bjorn with one hand, pulling on it, and he takes his other hand up and opens his palm, and an image appears, almost like I know all of you have seen Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like this, you can see like a hologram, an image appear, hovering over it. And
Okay.
Morgan, you recognize that face immediately as Mob.
Oh, okay.
Mob, seriously.
And he looks at he it's just a hologram, an image, and he turns and says, "A deal was struck for her."
She is not an authorized representative.
Yeah, especially to take the baby one. What type of deal is going on
So
here?
Made a deal.
Yes,
For
what is
her
the deal?
daughter's wife.
For whose wife?
She made a deal for her daughter's wife.
It does sound like maybe something she would do. Do you have proof of this contract?
No. It's she was married to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
She was married to a red dragon. Maggie was married to a red dragon who she didn't know was a dragon, who is now apparently Mob's daughter. Maggie was Mob's daughter-in-law.
I don't know what to say. Like I said, do you have proof of this contract? She didn't tell us of any deal. How do we know you're not just trying to steal her?
I have also made this challenge a little more difficult for this deal. One floor was taken away. The three of you must traverse the rest of this passage alone.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. That's a great deal for us. Like,
What's going to happen to Maggie?
and our other two friends that you just turned into coins.
Maggie shall come with me. Those two shall stay with you when you exit the passage. They shall return to normal.
Okay. What are we doing, guys? Am I letting go of this thing?
I feel bad about saying this, but we don't have a choice.
Yeah, it's not exactly like we're going to win against an incorporeal being.
And if anybody could have grabbed him, it would have been me.
I will tell you that she will go someplace safe.
Well, you've also been a little bit of a dick the whole time, so your word doesn't really mean anything.
But I have been honorable and honest. Have I not?
All right. Well,
Yeah. Whatever.
Zod's gonna tuck his holy emblem, the one he used to use as his holy symbol before he activated his glaive. He's gonna just tuck that into the baby Bajarn beside Maggie and say, "Okay, friend, I hope to see you soon." And I guess I'll let go. And I'll remove that from my inventory.
Before you go, where is Mob now? What is Mob doing?
Why, waiting for you on the other side of the passage.
Waiting for us.
Does she have my children?
With a man named Darius?
Hmm.
The old wizard? What? This dude is like invincible.
Got sucked in the bag of holding, and now he's here again.
He got swallowed up by insects, and he. Oh, what? I guess he is a talented wizard.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have an option here, brother.
Does Mob have my children?
She had one child with her. Whether they are yours, I do not know.
Thank you.
Now I leave you to the last of the challenges. Make your way through. The rewards will be great. And you may just be the ones to save all of us.
Well, pause. Time out before you go. I keep hearing this. What are we talking about? Saving us all? I'm sorry, guys. Damn the timer. I want to know what's going on.
And you see the figure turn the hourglass sideways. I shall answer 3 questions before I go.
First off, okay.
Good.
Can we all agree that we all get 1 question? It's 3 of us.
Talk amongst yourselves. Present your questions to me.
I would like to know who we're fighting against. Who are we supposedly saving everyone from?
That was going to be my question.
Are you asking that question to the figure?
I thought we were discussing.
No, we'll discuss for a second.
That is a pretty decent question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Who are we fighting against? How do we beat them?
Mm-hmm.
Zod, Zod, do you have a...
Where are they?
Good question.
Who are we fighting? How do we beat them? And where are they?
Where are they? Let's find out the location so we can have a heading, or how are we chosen even?
Yeah, that's another good question too. I think we need to tighten up our question because I could see him say something about it's not where, it's when.
Okay. Well, that's what. Well,
No riddle bowl.
Yeah, because we are in a maze when we've been doing riddles.
Yeah, screw that.
okay. Well,
I'm sorry. My apologies, Oz.
no, that's fine. That makes sense. Why don't we? Who are they? What's their greatest weakness? And how were we chosen?
Okay.
I don't know. Those sound like 3 decent ones.
What do you think, Morgan?
Sorry, I was taking notes. What was that?
What do you think about the questions?
I mean, I would say that the more specific that we can get them is good, but that also means that he may be pigeonholed into only answering specific questions rather than giving us more broad insight.
What if we ask, how do we find how do we find the thing that we need to stop them?
How do we find the thing? Okay, but that leaves it open to it. So he might say how. He might give us the how, but we don't know what the thing is.
I think what's his greatest weakness is probably the most direct question we can ask.
I think that's a decent one.
That'd be crappy if he said you.
You could say, how do you, through what method do we defeat this thing?
Good. Zod, if you ask Zod his greatest weakness, he's going to tell you tan lines, but that's not really what we need to know.
Tan lines being in the sun?
Yeah.
Okay, so wait. The first question we wanted to ask is, who is our enemy? Right?
Yes.
Yep.
That's number one.
Okay, who is our enemy?
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, we wanted to ask, where are they?
Well, what's the greatest weakness? I think was number 2, correct? I think we're still trying to figure out what number 3 is. Whether it's who are they, how do we find you, when are they, or we can ask how we were chosen, or I don't know.
Why we were chosen. Because it can't be random.
I would like to know. I would like to know why we were chosen.
So
why are we these supposed pillars?
Pillars. Okay, so then what is that? Our 3 questions. 1 being why were we chosen? 2, what's the greatest weakness? 3, who are they? Is that the simplest? Is that the best use, you guys?
I think so. I think we'll find out if we're these pillars of destiny and stuff like that, we'll eventually find this person.
Correct.
Or
if we know who they are, sure, absolutely.
Okay, I think that those are the most direct ones. Are we all in agreement?
Yes. All right, ask away.
Number three is why were we chosen?
Yes.
Or upon what factors were we chosen?
Sure. You're going to be asking him because I can't remember them.
Write them down so I can.
You're a better talker than I am.
Oh, that's just not true at all. I would also like to see if we could find a clever way to get him to tell us his name, because I don't think he's ever told us his name or who he is.
Yes, I did.
Can you guys? You did?
I did.
Well, shoot, just a second.
His name.
Oh, Orchis. His name is Orchis.
Okay.
Ooh, wow. I'm so glad it wasn't Orchist.
For Orphis. Orphis?
Ooh.
I'd be unfortunate.
Yikes.
Yeah, we would be in a
Second
lot
yikes.
of trouble.
Mm. Okay, so
All right. Let's go.
All right.
Orcus,
Yes.
we have conceived our questions and we're ready to ask you if you're available.
Ask away.
Our first question is, who is our enemy?
That is a very multifaceted question. For the one behind all of this is an old crap. I don't have that part of my notes out. We're deep diving here. I should have been preparing for that. Where is it?
hey, you give us questions, we're gonna make it dive.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for the super deep dive on that one. But actually, I was able to pull it out right here. His name is Merrick Damlar.
Is that Rambler?
Damlar.
Damlar.
Merrick
Okay.
Damlar.
Damlar. Okay.
Merrick Damlar. Okay.
MERRICK
All right. What is Merrick Damlar's greatest weakness?
His greatest weakness was his vanity, his never-ending he has a feeling that he is the smartest being in creation, and no one is smarter than him.
So he's a narcissist. Okay.
Yeah, he's a douchebag. Got it.
But as for the first question, he is your main villain. I would think. But what he has caused will bring many, many people to the battlefield. For he has convinced gods to revolt against even their father. As I speak these words to you, the gods are being cast from the heavens. War is coming. It's all a game to him. All a cover-up too. He is trying to destroy everything. Aber, Toril, the heavens, the hells, all the planes. While the gods war amongst each other, he is working to destroy it all. Where you are going will be very dangerous. You have one last question.
Our last question is, upon what factors were all of us chosen to do this, to be the pillars?
The universe works in mysterious ways. You were all chosen for a reason. Intelligence, brawn, looks over at you, Zod, and says, "Vanity.
Right.
You all have something about you that the things work in mysterious ways. Even the most powerful of gods must realize that the universe has its say in everything. It will fight for itself. The last
Or
only recorded history of the pillars of creation were in the first age. When again the
First age.
the universe was threatened. And there was 8 of you. There were 8 pillars of creation that may not have saved everything, but saved everything. I do find it an honor to meet pillars of creation. And I do hope to meet you in a more corporeal form. But that all depends on you.
I suppose it does.
For your 3 good questions, I will reward you with 4 hours on me. The hourglass will stay neutral for the next 4 hours.
That's fantastic. Thank you very
I
much for your
do
generosity.
hope
We'll
to
take
see
that.
you at the end.
See you then.
So,
All right.
4
So
hours.
I propose that we take the 4 hours right now, and then we have an additional 4 hours on the timer so that I can get a long rest.
Okay, I only need 4 hours for the long rest, so I'm going to snap off. I used that level 1 spell slot, but I have 2 level 2s, so I'm going to quickly cast Cure Wounds at level 2 twice on Xander.
So I need a full 8. Zod, you need 4. Xander, how many hours do you need?
I need a full 8 because I have an exhaustion level.
Okay, so Zod, how about me? Oh, you guys both have exhaustion?
Well,
As
his
and
will go up after the 4.
As this figure says that, it seems to fade out of existence along with the baby Bjorn. But the 2 figures of Verathok and Twig are still there. Little miniature token.
Oh, what ended up happening? What ended up happening with my Arcana check on them?
Oh yeah. So they are magical. You can tell that that's transmutation magic, and way above your pay grade.
All right. Well, I pick them up and I stick them in my pocket.
All right.
You know, if you needed me to, I could eat them. We wouldn't have to deal with them anymore.
I wouldn't be opposed to Twig being eaten. I take Twig out of my pocket and I put it in Xander's hand. I leave that in your decision, in your capable hands.
Wow, that was a joke, but okay. I'm gonna hold on to Twig. That was a joke.
Yeah,
I'm gonna point at her again while turning around. That was a joke.
I absolutely knew that. Of course, it was a joke.
To see what happens if you get to the end of the puzzle before you poop, because that could be real interesting if he's going to be returning normal if you've eaten him.
Well, if I've already eaten them, they've already been digested. Oh, and I can just turn into a werewolf. I can eat body parts. That's fine.
It's a It's a little metal figurine, like I said before. It's like a little D&D token. Like imagine if your character were to play Dungeons and Dragons and have a map in front of you. That would be it's the size of a mini token made out of pewter.
Well, then that wouldn't have
Or
worked.
stone. So you would have chewed on him and swallowed him maybe. But I don't know if you would have done much damage to a little stone figurine. So you would have just had this stone figurine in your stomach until you passed it. And if you make
Hey,
it,
we have 8 hours.
make it out of there before you pass it, that could be real interesting with a twig coming to full size inside you.
Then we would be one.
Dude. To be honest, I was sort of hoping you were gonna be like, I'm gonna eat him. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be gross.
No, I'm not going to do that. Twig has been my best bud through the campaign.
God, that phrasing.
Oh, that would have been
phrasing.
amazing. Like we would. Oh God. Whew. Shoot. All right. So yeah, you the figure disappears. That's happened. Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Zod disappeared as well.
I think he may have lost connection. We can press on. If it's just riddles, we can try and figure it out until he comes back.
Well, so I would like to make a proposal. So you and I take our long rest. Zod takes his long rest, and then when he wakes up from his shortened rest, he can start investigating so that we're sleeping while he works.
Okay. Yeah, that works. Because his long rest is 4 hours anyway, so it's fine.
Okay, cool. So you and me, let's go ahead and do our long rest. So we're going to take a full 8 hours, Chris. And then Zod's going to take his 4 hours, and then during the remaining 4 hours, he's going to start investigating the room.
All right. So we'll go with the first 4 hours, and then I'll start I'll give Zod 4 hours to start working on stuff. As soon as he jumps back into this thing. Where's my?
Is there any furniture to sit on in here? Because I'd rather not sleep on the ground.
You can looking around the room, and I'll describe the room again. Let me just bring the Bible.
Is it this right here on the map?
Yeah, where you are on the map is
Okay.
the room you're in. There is a plush chair in the corner. There's a chair at the desk on to the left. Yeah, I'll read it again. Stepping into this room, you find a well-furnished and somewhat elegant study. To the left, there is a well-crafted desk with various papers, books, and alchemy tools. A beautiful red rug that is inlaid with silver thread embroidery sits in the center of the room with a large bronze brazier that gives off a dull glow from the embers. To the right, a large bookcase full of books is along the south wall, and in the corner is a plush red velvet chair with a small table. On the table, there is a small statue that sits on a round base. There are 2 doors that exit this room, one to the north and one to the east.
I'm going to pull out my bedroll and roll it out on the rug and go to sleep.
I'm going to sit in on the chair.
All right, sorry about that. I thought that Shepard messaged me, but I don't think he did. All right, yeah, you can sit on the chair. The chair it's comfortable, very comfortable.
Well, I'm gonna actually, before I sit on the chair, I'm gonna poke it. I'm gonna stab it.
You poked a nice plush chair. It doesn't react at all.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna sit on it then.
It is, like I said, a very comfortable plush red chair. Like sitting in it almost feels like you're taking a load off. Like when you sit in a nice chair, you're like, oh yeah. I mean, it's nice.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't start growing teeth and wrapping its arms around me, then I'm gonna start trying to go to sleep.
All right. So we'll say you two take your nice long rest there.
All right. Yes. Please, I need to get rid of that exhaustion.
So we'll move the timer up 8 hours. So you have 10 hours and 30 minutes.
No, because we had the four free hours.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So you have 14 hours and 30 minutes. And let me
All right, I wake up.
Shep here and see what he's doing, because that way we don't bypass him, or you guys don't waste your time if he's already investigated and stuff.
What was that? Huh. All right. Long rest has been taken.
All right, we'll take just a second here and see what happened to Shep.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. What, he must have lost the internet or something, or his computer crashed. Something happened.
Mm.
All right. Take just a second here.
Okay.
Step outside, see what happens with Shep. Like I said, so we don't have to waste time. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh. So, Morgan, read any good books lately?
Hmm.
Looks vacant.
I was reading a history of librarians. That was interesting. Granted, that was 8 years, 7 years ago, however many years ago. So I guess it's not technically a new book anymore.
No, it would not be a new book. Mm.
But librarians live fascinating lives that you would not expect out of librarians. Having been one myself, I can attest to this fact.
I did not know that about you.
Yes, I was a librarian at a wizard university.
And how did that go? How did you get to, well, this?
Well, you mean how did I become a pillar of creation?
No, like the sorcery thing.
Oh, I've always had that. It's
Mm. I mean, I
just
guess I
been.
could. I guess I could tell you had an affinity for magic. It's you don't have a spell book or you don't read from scrolls. So is this something you've had since you were young, or has this just been a baby you came out and were throwing miniature firebolts?
Um, I mean, certainly as long as I remember, usually in times of stress or fear. I I suppose it's just a thing that I don't really like to think about for myself. It just kind of is there, and when it needs to be, it appears.
That's fair. We don't. I'm sorry I was intrusive.
Oh no, not at all. You're not the first person to be curious about it, and the truth is, I don't really have any answers. Nobody else in my family has magic. Nobody else has explosive moments of fear and panic. My children seem to have bypassed my brand of magic, but they have something else about them which I don't understand.
That sounds, I wouldn't say weird, but scary.
It's suffice to say, it's not how I expected my life to be, but we make decisions and then we have to deal with the consequences. How about yourself? Have you always been a werewolf? No, we talked about this actually. It was a more recent experience for you, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Well, I was a part of a monastery. Traveling monks. We used to go around and heal travelers, and sometimes in the suffering of the sufferers.
All right. Ship's back. Sweet.
Mercy kills.
All right. So
I wouldn't say. Well, if you put it in that direction, then yes, but not kill. Just help them along. Kill is a very strong word for what my my monastery did.
All right.
Take it like this. If someone was on their deathbed and they knew they could go any minute, would you rather them go in pain or go in peace?
I'm a librarian. I try to not make moral judgments on other people.
What if they asked you? What if
I
someone
would make that decision for them?
No. They asked us. They would ask us to come to help their passage a little bit more comfortable.
Ah, I see. Well, I suppose that I don't think it's a choice that I could make.
Yeah.
But
It's not easy.
It's definitely a harder. It's a hard lifestyle that you chose.
Yeah. Yeah. Being also a drow doesn't help with those type of things.
I can imagine not.
Yeah. Oh well. Like Zod would say, we make the best with what we have.
Yep. We all make decisions, and we all have to live with them.
all right. So Shepard, where are you? Are you back? Are you here? Is that? I see somebody down there. Is it? Shep, Zod, are you there? Hello. All right, well then you two continue. When Shepard gets back, I guess I'll pick up with him. So if you guys have any more dialogue, oh my God, it got real dark over here. Yeah, it's still you two right now. You guys can have you guys are enjoying your long rest, chilling.
If you, what do you want to go do?
I want to go examine everything on the table. All of the alchemist supplies and the papers.
Okay.
And those books.
All right. So you're going to the desk. Looking through the desk. First, make a perception check for me, please. Or an investigation. We'll say an investigation check.
I would prefer a perception check.
Okay.
That's a 24.
Okay, wow. All right, so firstly, looking through the papers on the desk, you find one in particular that really stands out. And what it reads on there is it's very particular that it talks about an order of importance. And according to Orcus, of the four elements, there is an order: fire, air, earth, and water. And as you find that and scrummaging through the rest of the desk, you find a stick. And I'm going to ping it on roll 20. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and give you a handout here. Hold on 1 second.
I think I'm back. I think I have audio. Hello?
Yeah, I can
There
hear
you are.
now. We can hear you now.
Okay, I'm back to using an earbud. I lost everything. I don't know what's going on. It's nuts. Anyways.
All right. So you find, Morgan, you find this. Show players. You find a stick that has these letters carved into it.
Okay. Does the stick look like a wand or anything, or is it just a
It
stick?
just looks like a stick that someone carved letters into. I mean, you could probably use it for a wand, but it doesn't seem to be that sturdy or something that would survive anything, any sort of tread. You know what I mean? Like probably wouldn't survive if you were to put it in your pocket and be out on some of the adventures that you've been on.
Okay. Earlier when you listed out the elements from the sheet of paper, what was the list of those elements?
Fire, air, earth, water.
Okay. So, and then the letters are T, B, J, G, A, G, D, F, L. Okay. Oh boy. Can I go look at the bookshelf now?
Desk, looking around the desk. That's what you found.
Okay. Can I go examine the bookshelf now?
Sure.
All right. I'll do another perception check.
Yep.
Or would that? Yeah, perception. That's a 20, dirty 20.
You see that the bookcase has 3 shelves, and the books are organized by element. The fire is on the first shelf. Air,
Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. First row is fire.
Second row is air. And water is on the bottom shelf.
Are there no earth books?
You do not see any. But as you're checking this out and noticing it, there's another stick sitting on the top of the bookshelf.
Can I reach it to get it down?
Yeah, hold on 1 second here. Let me come here. Yep, and
Wait, sorry. On the bookshelf, were there 3 shelves, or were there 3 levels, or 4 levels, and one was empty?
There were 3 shelves.
Okay. So bottom was the third.
The
Okay.
first shelf was fire. Air is on the second, and on the bottom shelf is water books.
Okay.
And there was a
so no
stick.
earth books.
on the top of the bookcase, and I'm going to. Never mind, that's why. And carved on that stick is the symbol you see.
An upside down triangle? Okay.
Xander, make a perception check for me, please.
Hearing or smell?
No, neither of those.
Okay. Nat 20.
Sitting in that chair, having that conversation with Morgan, you notice that the statue on that small table sitting next to the statue on the small table that's next to that red chair is actually a music box. The top section is carved in the image of a dragon and sits on a round base.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm still in the chair, by the way.
Picking it up, you see that there's like old school music boxes. There's like a little wind up mechanism on the bottom of the box to make it work.
Are there any lettering, letters or anything on it?
Be careful with that thing.
That's what, before I do it, that's what I'm trying to check.
No, there is nothing. There's no wording carved into it at all.
Okay. I'm gonna show Zod and ask him. It's a music box. What should I play it?
I don't know. Let's see if we can get Morgan to play it.
Hey. I want to go examine the north door for any trap. Or to see if it's locked.
That is. Hold on one second. I gotta close that. Let's move those out of the way so I can see shit. You guys can still see those players' handouts, right? You can do whatever you want there, right?
I can see the bookcase. The stick. Oh, my bad.
Okay, opening that door to the north, and it is unlocked. The room is bare stone and of a similar size as the last. The only feature are 3 large orbs that float about 5 feet above the ground. They are about 5 feet in diameter and are swirling with a bluish fog, like essence inside. Carved into the wall beyond the orbs is a message that reads, "We require an elemental food, but only in the correct order. If you give wrong, we give back. If you give wrong, we give back wrong."
An elemental food?
That's what it says.
As in FOOD?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we have fire, air, earth, water, fire, air, no earth books, and then water. So the two pieces of paper, the paper on the desk listed them as fire, air, earth, and water, and then the books are in the order of fire, air, water, with no earth in there. And then there's a stick with letters carved that I don't really see any connection to elements. T, B, J, D, D, F, L.
Well, I would assume that the stick is a representation of Earth. It's from nature. It comes from the Earth. How else would you get a tree?
But there's no earth book.
Well, I'm thinking in the elemental food, because none of the elements raw would be able to be consumed except for water.
Why don't you go check out the other room and see what's in there?
All right, yeah, I'll do that. I'll keep the well, actually, you have the magic box or the music box. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't. It looks creepy, and I don't want to accidentally do anything to it.
Fair enough.
All right, I'm gonna go into the elemental room, elemental food room.
So you're going into that room? Okay.
Yep. Is there anything that I notice in there?
No, like I said, it's a bare room. There's just three orbs flying on the hanging in the north wall.
Elemental food.
They
What
float
does
about
that
5 feet
mean?
above the ground. They're about 5 feet in diameter and swirling with a bluish fog like essence inside. Carved into the wall beyond the orbs is the message that reads, "We require an elemental food, but only in the correct order. If you give, we give back. If you give wrong, we give back wrong." That's it. That's all that's in the room. There's no other sights, smells. You don't hear anything else. That's it.
I think we need something from that other room.
Yeah, let's go examine the other room because we haven't even looked at that one. I want to go look at the other door, see if it's trapped or locked.
Okay. Going into the other room. Shepard, what are you doing, by the way? You've gotten really quiet. Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. It's
All right.
just difficult. Yeah, no, I'm following. I'm just kind of keeping out. I'm looking to see if I can identify any element on any of the orbs that might indicate like an order at which to ignite them or activate them.
Make an investigation check. Sure, if you went into the room and looked around, make an investigation check.
I'm sort of tempted to just throw some fire at one of the orbs just to see what happens.
11, not very good.
You can't figure out what's going on. I mean, you can definitely tell that it's telling you to feed it in a certain order, but there's no indication looking at each of the orbs as to what the order is or which one should be fed what.
Okay.
What do I find on the other door?
All right. So taking all three of you into the other door. Into the other room. As you open the door and begin to enter, before your eyes can see, your ears pick up on several sounds coming from inside. The sounds are not very loud, but they are constant. You hear a clock ticking, water dripping, a crackling fire, and the low whistling sound of wind blowing. Stepping into the room
So you
now.
said clock ticking, water dripping. What was the other one?
A crackling fire, and the
Crackling
low
fire.
whistling sound of wind blowing.
Wind blowing. Okay.
Stepping into the room now, you see a fire burning in a ring of stones to your right. Further to the right, in the corner, a small table with a clock sitting on it. To your left, a spigot is embedded into the stone wall and is constantly dripping down to the stone floor. Further to the left, a light breeze blows from some stone cracks in the north wall. Above the door on the west wall, there is a message carved into the stone. It reads, "Once established, I will open the way. Noise and chaos all around distracts each of us. Distracts us. All right, let me start that part over. Above the door on the north wall, there is a message, and it is carved into the stone. It reads, "Once established, I will open the way. Noise and chaos all around distracts distracts us each day. Find peace, and you no longer have to stay. Embellish the chaos, and with your life, you could pay."
Did you put that in the chat?
Yes.
So, clock ticking, water dripping, obvious. Crackling fire, obvious. Wind blowing, air. So the clock ticking must associate with earth somehow. The stick associates with earth. Well, one of the sticks associates. Both of the sticks associate with earth. So
I'm gonna
I
put
assume we
I'm
have
gonna
to
put it in
take.
messenger
I mean,
chat
my
for
first guess
everybody.
is that we have to take the fire and the water from this room and take it to the other room somehow and feed it to the orb.
Yeah, we can try. It's easy with water. We can just grab a cup of it and try that first.
But we have to do it in the right order. And so far, all of the orders have said fire, air, earth, and then water.
There you go. I just posted it in Facebook Messenger for all you guys.
Okay.
Grab my phone.
Yeah, I need to plug mine in. I think mine just died.
Embellish the chaos with your life you could pay. Embellish the chaos.
Oh, it's not. Oh, it's at 1%.
So I'm gonna try to figure out if there's a way for me to carry some of the fire to the other room. Oh, I have a lamp. I could scoop some of the coals into the lamp. Oh, silver chalice. Oh wait, no. Coals will probably melt the silver. Do you guys have any idea on how to transport some coals?
How to transport what?
The coals,
Coal?
we can just pick them up in something metal. It's not going to burn my shield. I'll take a scoop of coals with my shield, and then carry it over and dump it.
Yeah, let's go give it to one of the orbs.
Okay. Which orb are you going to feed it to?
Do they all look the same?
They all look the same. There's 3 of them on the north wall, like I said.
I'll do it to the one furthest to the left. Or is it more of an up-down alignment, or is it more of a left-right alignment?
I mean, you're walking into the room. They're lined up left to right. They're, you know what I mean? Like you're walking in that north door, and I'll move your tokens back here. Crap, I'm in the wrong. Why am I on Facebook? Oh, because I was sending that message.
Oh, I
Back
see.
in that room, they're
Okay.
they're lined up 1, 2, 3.
So we have 4 elements, 3 orbs. And then a bookshelf with one of the third element missing.
Does the orbs have colors to them?
They do not. They all look the same.
Okay.
All swirling
All right,
like
let's
with
get
like a
the cold.
bluish, like foggy essence, misty thing going on.
Let's just feed the coals to the very first one to the left and see what happens.
Okay.
But first, maybe we should set up some kind of. Maybe we should do it like from outside the door in case it shoots fire at us or something. Do you think, Zod? Do you think you have accurate enough aim that you could toss the coals into the orb from the doorway?
No, they're coals. I don't think I could probably pitch it like that.
I could probably do that.
But I okay.
So you're gonna pick up hot coals and throw them into the... Is that what you're doing?
Well, they're not hot if they're not in your hand for long.
Okay, so picking up you're gonna scoop up a handful of hot coals and throw them into the... Is that what you're doing here? Is that what
I'm going to pick up one and launch it. I think my reflexes are good enough.
Ooh, I have unseen servant. I can literally have the unseen servant pick them up. Problem solved. All it takes is I need 10 minutes.
Oh no!
10 minutes.
We don't. Let's not hold that. Hold that.
Should I start casting it just in case?
Yes, start casting it just in case. I'm gonna go in there and feed it.
All right, I'm gonna sit down and start ritually casting unseen servant.
Okay.
Zod, if you would allow me, I will hold your shield for a moment.
Absolutely. Here you go. Take
All
it.
right. I pick up Zod's shield and I go and feed the coal to one of the orbs.
Which one are you feeding it to?
I'm going to look back at them. Which one?
My guess was far left because it was the first one listed in all of the document and everything so far.
All right. Well, I go to the far left one.
Okay. Making your way over there, and I'm gonna say he scooped the coals up because you had you had like a triangular shield, right, Zod? Like I'm imagining like a triangular thing, right? Or did you not? Was it not like that?
Yeah, it's a kite shield.
Yeah. So yeah, like this guy. So yeah, you're able to take the shield in there, and as you throw the coals into that one on the far left, it seems to and take it, and it changes to like an orangish, fire-ish hue, and puts off a comforting warmth.
It looks like it worked.
Okay.
Did we hear anything or like anything change when that activated?
No, like I said, you could see it changed to like a. You can definitely tell it was fed by the element of fire, and it has a nice comforting warmth to it. Standing near it, it's not overly hot. It's comforting.
So the next one is air.
It's not gonna burn you.
So the next element that was listed on the paper was air. But how do we feed it with air?
Does anybody have a fan?
Mm-mm.
Do you have any wind spells?
No, I do not. I've got nothing. Oh wait, I have prestidigitation, actually. I can instantly light or snuff out a candle, a torch, or a small campfire, so I can theoretically do something with air. A puff of wind. Okay. I could do a puff of wind.
All right, well, let's try it.
And
Thanks, I
that's
got nothing.
10 feet. So I need to get within 10 feet of the middle orb, and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and blow wind at it.
Okay. Doing so, you can use as you do that. The orb swallows it and changes color and puts off that elemental feeling of air, and you can feel a comforting air in the room, and it even has a smell of being comfortable. Like fresh laundry or something. I don't know. Like a fresh spring day. The smell and the feel of a warm, comfortable spring day.
Like a nice spray of Febreze.
Sure. Yes.
Okay,
Fresh linen.
so the list then lists earth and then water, but the bookshelf is missing earth and has water. So we need to figure out somehow to decide if we need to, the third orb is going to want water or if it's going to want earth. Do we want to try, I mean, it's not hard for me to do Prestidigitation again to throw air, and then we can definitely do fire. So do we want to just try earth, and then if it doesn't work, if something bad happens, switch to water?
Sure.
Yeah, that's easy enough. We can do that.
All right. Does somebody want to throw the stick into the third orb?
I'll do it.
All right. I back out of the room.
I'm going to walk up to the orb and gently place the stick in it. Here's your food, little buddy.
Sticking the stick in there, the orb seems to, it doesn't react the same way it did before. It seems to work counterintuitive. The stick pushed out, and all of a sudden, it is, what you see in front of you is a wall of mud just fly out of this orb. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw for me, please. Your DC is 15.
Well, I didn't make it.
So, as that happens, where's my chat? Why is my chat not showing up? What the fuck? As this wall of mud and earth and dirt just slams out of this thing and hits you, you will take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
And I'm gonna run in pain. Wrong choice.
Was there any effect on the other two orbs when that happened?
No, there was not. The other two orbs stayed exactly the way they were. Actually, as that happens, the other orbs wink out. I'm sorry.
All right. Well,
So we have
we know
to do it again.
we have coal. We can feed that one, and you could do Prestidigitation again, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Now we need to get water to the third one, potentially.
Okay.
What about the stick? Do we see the stick anywhere?
The stick is laying on the ground, right in front of Xander there. It didn't knock him back. I'm going to say that as you put it in there and let go of it, it shot it back out. It hit you in the chest and landed on the ground along with all the dirt that hit you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pick up the stick. Question. Did this thing just give us Earth?
It disappeared. All of the well, I'm gonna say, well, no, the dirt is still there, so you would have dirt on the ground. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Didn't disappear.
Well, Zod, you have a bucket that produces water, correct?
Oh god, is he gone again?
He's on mute.
No, I just forgot I muted. No, I don't have a bucket in my helmet. I can make some water. You want me to do some splashy?
Yeah.
All right. I'll tip my helmet over and I'll say, geyser. Make a big mess of water.
Okay. Okay. Are you doing it? Are you doing it at the third orb?
Yes.
Okay. Feeding it. You can see it. Like I said, the other orbs have winked out. Or did you guys?
No, we redid them.
Oh, okay. You redid them. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that someone was going to speak up about that. Yeah, feeding it. That last one, water. The orbs all are putting off that same essence, and for just a moment, they all seem to move together and become one orb. And a flash of white energy consumes the room. And when the energy dissipates and you can all see again, the orbs have returned to their original positions and look exactly the same as when you entered the room. But there are two more sticks lying on the ground in front of you.
Pick up the 2 sticks.
Hold on one second. I need to... So this is the first one. You should be able to see the first stick on roll 20.
It says stick orb letters.
Yep, elemental orb letters, or whatever it says for you guys.
Yeah, elemental orb letters.
That's the first stick. I'll let you guys take your notes and write that down before I put up the
There was 2 sticks?
There was
two sticks were
That's
produced.
the first stick. I'm just allowing you guys because I don't know how your screens work, and I don't want to just bombard you with a bunch of pop-ups and shit. So
The first stick is MBN. MBNUEN. E. Okay.
and the second stick is that.
So
And that's what one of them look like, or both of them?
This is hold on. What am I doing? This is the other stick. It has got a symbol on it with some numbers.
where's the numbers?
If you scroll down on the thing, you should be able to see it. 310 3110. Or I'm sorry, 9. 9.
Okay, so this room is done then. We've already done the orbs. I think we'll examine the bookshelf again and look at the titles to see if I can match the titles with any of these letters.
So So you're going back to the first room?
Yeah.
Looking at the bookshelves, you can't, going through the books, you can't discern any sort of code out of any of that. But like I said, the first bookshelf was fire, and then it was air. The bottom bookshelf was water. Yeah, and you remember finding that stick on the top shelf, or on the top of the bookshelf.
I'm kind of lost here, guys.
I am.
I think there's something with the bookshelf, either behind it or the books on it, that we're missing. I agree with you, Morgan. I think we need to figure out something here.
Chris, can you move our tokens back to the first room?
Yep. Got you right now. Right now. My notes.
Quit being so lazy, Chris. Jeez.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, man. Hold on, I gotta plug in my laptop real quick. I'm all over the place. All over the place. All right.
So the orb room is done now. We've completed the orbs. We got the sticks. The orbs are gone. We've got the sticks. We now have
you all are now back
4
in this
wooden
room.
sticks.
All right, so you all are back in here. You guys should all be stacked on each other, so you should be able to find each other pretty quick.
What about the dragon statue? We still haven't figured anything out about that. And the clock. There was a clock in the other room that's unaccounted for. And these barrels. Are these barrels actually here, or is this just decor?
They're just, they're empty barrels. They're
Okay.
just decor, there's decoration.
Maybe the
I'm
music.
gonna sit in the chair and I'm gonna play the music box.
Okay.
It plays 5 notes. A, B, G, D, F. Because I am not musically inclined, I am not going to try to whistle that or hum that.
I was hoping it would be Pop Goes the Weasel, but okay.
5 notes. And it plays it plays it sequentially for 1 minute, and then it stops. Those same 5 notes over and over and over again.
I'm gonna pull up an online piano so I can hear what those notes are.
I just made them up. I'm not gonna lie. It's probably gonna be the
Oh.
most discordant, horrible thing ever.
Oh, okay.
So I guess the notes aren't going to spell out a word or something or give us a clue.
They do not.
No.
But it's the same 5 notes over and over and over and over again for 1 minute.
And the letters don't really with the letters that are on
the letters
the
are notes. The letters are just notes, just to give you a reference of, you know what I mean? Like I can't hum notes, and I'm not gonna make you guys remember what I hummed or try to even figure out what those notes would be. But I'm just giving you, you know what I mean? I'm just giving you guys 5 notes that you hear over and over again. So you can go on and do a virtual piano and play those 5 notes over and over again for a minute, and that's what you hear coming from the music box. I'm just not.
Okay, so there's typically 7 notes in an octave.
Yes, I know.
So that would be 7 levels. That'd be 7 different levels potentially. We have 5 of those levels being mentioned here.
So it's like looking at if you were to look at a piece of music. If you were to someone to go, hey, I want you to sing these notes, you would be able to look at it and realize what notes they are on the graph, or on the scale there, but I'm just not gonna hum them. So I just told you the notes. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
Do the notes match up with the letters that we just saw?
No, they do not. I'm just bypassing like me having to make up a tune and then someone going, "Hey, those notes are not the right notes." It's like whatever, dude. You know what I mean? I just gave you guys some notes. That's what you hear. So listen to a virtual piano.
I think my musical education is making it so I
That's
can't.
the tune you hear. I'm just giving you guys the tune because I'm not gonna play it. I'm not gonna hum it. I'm not gonna.
It could just be Pop Goes the Weasel.
Nope. I gave you guys 5 notes.
I have no idea.
Dun, dun,
I'm-
dun, dun, dun. Something, yeah, whatever that is. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
am at a dead end.
Yeah, this doesn't make any. I'm not getting it. Ah. So there's 5. There's 5 letters. There's 5 notes here out of 7, but one of them they repeat. So A, D, F.
Okay, so don't.
And then B.
Okay, so let me make this clear. Don't overthink the notes of the song. Just write them down as like just put them down as like a note for like a melody you heard, like dun 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 dun. You know what I mean? Like a Green Day song, like the opening of a Green Day. You know what I mean? Like that stupid Green Day song. Bam ba dun dun, bam ba dun dun ba dun. You know what I mean? Like it's just a tune. Don't look into the notes. Just remember the tune. Like take the notes that I gave you, and like I said, put it into a virtual piano or something, and have it played out for you. And just remember that tune. The notes mean nothing. I don't want you guys to dwell on the actual like letters of the notes as some sort of code or something. It's not. Just remember the tune.
So the tune is what counts, not the notes.
Correct.
Not what notes it's playing.
Before you guys get lost for like the next hour and a half or something into something that doesn't need to be dwelled upon. It's just the music box plays a bunch of ding, 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 ding. You know what I mean? Like, and I just made a couple of random notes because I'm not going to remember what I said or the tune that I whistled or make a note of. So I just said notes to make a note of what the tune was. If that does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Hillary's looking at me like you're a maniac.
You're going against years of musical education right now, and it's not.
Magic.
It's not helping right now.
I'm out when it comes to music. You guys are completely on.
No, what I'm really doing is like imagine that the thing makes a noise. It's making a noise and it repeats the same tune over and over again. But what the notes are don't make any difference as opposed to what the tune you're listening to is. It's the same thing with 5 notes over and over and over again for 5 minutes. You know what I mean? Like the opening of a Green Day song. Dang, da, dang, dang. Dang, da, dang, dang.
I think we
you know what I mean?
We should have that concept. So I think we have that, right?
Yeah, sure, I'm gonna try. I'll do my best.
Should have hired a music teacher for this fucking floor.
There's 2 repeating sounds. Then the same sound is repeated twice.
It's the same, like I said, the same 5 notes over and over and over again for 1 minute out of this music box. In the same order. It doesn't change. It just loops and loops and loops and loops for a minute, and then it stops.
Okay. Well, yeah, I don't know. Then I don't have anything. I don't know where this could go to.
I'm not getting this at all. Um, in the other room, was the clock ticking like a constant sound,
Yes,
or was it?
all the sounds
Can
are
I go listen to the
constant.
clock again?
Yes. Going back into this other room, and I will read the description of this room again. Entering this room, you find it is a. Make sure I'm on the wrong page.
You forgot my token.
How did you get? What the fuck? All right, everybody's in the same room now. All right, as you open the door and begin to enter, before your eyes can see, your ears pick up on several sounds coming from inside. The sounds are not very loud, but they are constant. You hear a clock ticking, water dripping, a crackling fire, and the low whistling sound of wind blowing. Stepping into the room now, you see a fire burning in a ring of stones to your right. Further to the right in the corner, a small table with a clock sitting on it. To your left, a spigot is embedded into the stone wall and is constantly dripping down to the stone floor. Further to the left, a light breeze blows from some cracks in the north wall. Above the door on the west wall is a message carved in stone. It reads, "Once established, I will open the way." Noise and chaos all around distracts us each day. Find peace and you no longer have to stay. Embellish the chaos, and with your life you could pay.
Hey, Zod, extinguish this fire real quick. Can you use your water to extinguish this fire?
I can. Do we want to be close or do we want to back up a bit?
Back up, I guess.
All right, I'll back up a good 15 feet and I'll use geyser and I'll lob a giant 5-gallon spray onto it.
All right. As the three of you enter the room and you walk up to this fire, the door behind you
Oh, God.
closes. And
Oh,
quietly,
man.
all of you can hear click and locks shut. And you can see at this point the clock. You can, I'm going to say all of you can see this is happening. All of you pick up that there's an alarm on the clock sitting on the table.
Is there a way that I can make the alarm play?
You want to make it?
I want to see if. Yeah, I mean, if we have a music box, then I'm thinking that we may have to play some type of music. So this right here, maybe one. I don't know.
So are you walking over and picking up the clock? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm walking over and picking up the clock and inspecting it.
All right. As you pick up the clock, and I will. As you pick it up, you see sticking out of the back of the clock is another stick.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up the
As you
stick.
pick it up, you hear this ching, 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 like an alarm clock. It has bells in it. And
wait, this is a symbol. This is a
Yeah, that's what you see sticking out of the back of the clock, and it is ticking, and you can see that the alarm is set for 15 minutes from now.
What did you say, Morgan?
Hey, Chris, can I do a history check on these symbols to see if they are indeed elemental symbols?
Um. Sure.
I've seen.
Sure.
Okay. That's a 13?
You've definitely seen symbols like this before, especially on the lower floors of where you've been coming through.
What are you thinking, Morgan? What does the symbol mean to you?
Well, I don't know. The thing is, I don't know if Morgan would know this. I know that I think I know what this is.
Right now.
I don't remember anything from like working in a library with wizards and alchemists and stuff.
Yeah, you would definitely be able to tell that these are elemental symbols of elementals, elemental, and yeah, you're definitely reading some sort of code or cipher.
Okay. I think that each of these symbols represents an element. Because I was playing Witcher not that long ago, and I think that this is the symbol for fire. I think. So we have, I think that this one sound room is showing fire, and then so the opposite of fire would be air, water.
Yeah. You can also see that clock is Xander. You're holding it. You're looking down. You can see the timer clicking it, and the alarm is set for. You have 14 minutes before the alarm is going to go off on this fucking clock.
We have 14 minutes until the alarm goes off.
13 minutes and 29 seconds, and the timer is actively running
on the fucking clock.
Okay, let's stop the chaos of each of these sounds in order of the other room. So let's extinguish the fire. Let's extinguish the fire, seal up the holes in the wall for the air, and then stop the dripping water. So, Zod, if you can extinguish the fire, we need to somehow fill up the cracks so the air can't come in, and then we need to fix the dripping spigot. I'm gonna take off my cloak and I'm gonna go seal up the holes for the air, but we need to do it like in the right order. So, who wants to do the fire? Who wants to do the spigot?
Well, Zod can put out the fire quite easily with the bucket.
Okay. So do you want to go try to stop the dripping water when he's done extinguishing the fire?
Yes.
Okay. That's what we're going to do then. Zod, on your count.
Yes, alright. On 3. Ready, set, go.
Alright, so who's doing what?
I'm going to try and stop the dripping.
And how are you going to
Zod extinguishes the fire?
How are you going to do that? It's
I'm
a
going
spigot.
to.
Like you can see like a little knob up there, but it's constantly dripping like a leaky faucet.
So I'm going to try and turn the knob first.
It doesn't
move, or
you can get it just a little bit more, but it doesn't seem to cut off the dripping.
Okay.
Drip.
All right. Well, then I'll let Zod do his thing first.
And Zod, what are you doing?
Zod is extinguishing the water. Or extinguishing the fire using his water helmet.
Okay. So, Zod, tell me exactly what you're doing here, buddy. This is about to get saucy. Zod. All right, we'll leave Zod alone for a second here. We'll come back. We'll shoot over to Morgan. What are you doing? You're over there working on the air, right? We're working on the crack in the crack in the wall. How are you? What are you doing to try to alleviate that situation?
Hold on.
All right, I think that's
Try to
better,
see if
right?
I have a.
Ship, we can
Try to
hear
see
you
if I
now.
have a.
Or sorry, I'm having a lot of issues. Sorry, Morgan. Go.
Oh, there he is. Okay, so we have two options for how to extinguish this fire. Chris has indicated that this is about to get sticky, so you could either pour water on the fire, or I can use prestidigitation to put out to snuff a small campfire.
Definitely try prestidigitation first. It seems less aggressive.
All right. Well, then I will do that. I'm going to cast prestidigitation on the campfire to instantaneously snuff it.
As you do that, you snuff out the flames, but you can feel the breeze coming through the crack in the wall that keeps the embers sort of still going. It's like you momentarily snuffed. You took away what it had, but there's still ample fuel underneath, and with the wind, I mean, air is. Thinking about this, air is the biggest fuel for fire, other than having something to burn.
Well, I have a cloak that I could use to stuff up the cracks.
I have to burn. I have like some old clothes, like fancy clothes I don't wear.
Sure.
Oh
go
no,
ahead.
I have cold weather clothing. Sorry, not fancy clothing. Cold weather clothing. I can whatever that entails. Does it tell me when I click on it? Oh yeah, okay. So I have a cloak of wool, and I have a fine fur hat, gloves, hood, goggles, and boots, all lined with fur apparently. So I'll take. I don't need a hat. Hats are kind of lame. I'm not British, so I'll throw my hat in there and we'll light that bad boy on fire.
No. We're not letting it on fire. We're trying to seal up the cracks from the wind.
Oh, I thought we were looking for something to light. Okay, I'll just jam the hat in there. I don't give a crap about a hat. We'll leave the hat here. And I'll mash it in there real nicely.
Yeah, let's go. Try to seal up the cracks in the wall to stop the air flowing. And then I'll try prestidigitation again on the fire.
And the fire seems to go out. But there is still a dripping sound. Drip. Drip. Drip.
Okay.
Drip.
So.
Drip. Drip.
We need a.
Drip.
It seems to be about sound, maybe. Maybe the sound. It's just the sound. So maybe we don't need to stop the drip. We just need to stop the sound of the dripping.
Just open your mouth. Catch it.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll just put my hand under the drip.
And as the water pools in your hand, you can still hear it. It seems to echo in the room.
Okay. What if I try to put something in the spigot?
Stop it up a little bit.
Yeah.
What are you sticking up there?
I have the old pirate hat that I've took off that somebody at the very beginning of our journey. I have an old pirate hat that I could stop up in there.
I also have 2 hooded cloaks.
I could just put one of my wool furry boots underneath the drip and it can fill up my boot.
But any movement, any sound of the water is what we're trying to stop. So right. By stopping it up, if we had something like sticky, we could stick it up there and have it plug up. But I don't have anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna like twist up my pirate hat, my nasty pirate hat that I picked up from that person, and I'm gonna like stick it into the spigot to make it plugged up.
All right, doing so. After just a minute, you can see, or all of you can hear the doors to the north and the door to the east. You can hear click. And you can see, along with hearing that clicking of unlocking, you can see parts of the door seem to move. And you know that both those doors are now unlocked.
What's the clock doing?
As is the door to the west. You are more than welcome to move back to the room you came from, but the other doors in the room, all the doors unlocked.
What is the clock doing?
It stops.
Oh. All right, guys. What do you guys want to do? Do we want to move forward, or do we think that this is the end?
I think that was a pretty big puzzle. I hope that would be the end. I think we should, if we're going to look before we go in through this door, because it might shut behind us, I think we should finish everything behind us right now. Thoughts? Did you smell anything, Xander? Anything on the wind?
Do I smell anything?
In this new room, do we hear anything, smell anything?
No. I mean, what? So what are you doing? You're in the room. There's no new spells in here, or no new smells, or nothing in this room.
Okay.
You can tell that the room is now deactivated, and forward progress is now made available, but you don't get any premonitions as to anything around you.
Whoa. No, I have nothing. I'm picking up nothing.
Okay.
Well, let's move forward. I mean, we have all the sticks with us just in case. Let's just go forward.
Any books we want to take from that bookshelf? Any insights, markings, legends?
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I want to go back and examine. Yeah, let's go back and examine the bookshelves and see if there's any books that have value.
Yeah, like something that we may come across going into this next room.
All right.
There are a couple of books. I'm gonna say, who's grabbing books? All right, you grab 2 books. Xander, are you grabbing books too?
Yes, sure.
All right.
Yeah, I'll grab 3.
We'll say you each grab 2 books, and I'll go over that, and I'll send you guys messages about that.
Okay.
Okay. And where would you guys like to go from here? There is a door to the west, a door to the east, and a door to the north.
If I just try the handles on each, are they locked?
Both doors are unlocked.
Alright, who has a preference?
I would say it seems anytime we go into a room all together, we get locked in there. So how about one of us tries one room, and the other one looks into the other room? I'll try the north door. I'll open it and look
Makes
inside.
no sense whatsoever. If we walk into rooms, we get trapped. So let's separate ourselves. Sure.
I'll follow slightly behind Morgan, trying to figure out what that actual statement meant for us.
All right, we're going to the door to the north, huh?
Rude.
All right. So you walk up to that door. Go ahead and move your tokens up there. I'm not doing this one.
You've never cared about that until now. That's sketchy.
Yep, this is going to be Gucci. So opening up the door. Morgan walking up, and you're like, it's unlocked, and you push open the door. You hear, and you I think you've used this spell before. You feel a massive concussive blast go off in your face. A thunder wave spell. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws for me. Your DC is 14.
Dexterity saving. Awesome.
Well, no.
I'm going to use a luck point to re-roll that.
I don't
Because
have to
I'm
make.
scared.
I'm more than happy not to make one.
Oh, that's a 16. All right, I save.
All right, so fail. Zod, what did you get? If you followed her up, did you follow her up?
Yes, I did. I'm a little bit behind her, trying to figure out the conundrum she dropped on me.
Yes.
13 is my dex save.
Morgan looks like the only one that passed.
I'm trying to see if I have a way of saving everyone else. Give me just a second.
For those who failed, you take 8 points of thunder damage.
Oh.
And you are, if you failed, you are also pushed back 5 feet. And if you passed, you take half the damage and you don't move.
I take 4 damage. Okay.
All right.
So 8 thunder, push back 5 feet. Got it.
Okay. So the door's open and we've just got hit with a thunder wave. What do we... Can we see inside?
Yep, hold on one second. I'm flipping to that page right now. All right. The first thing that catches your eye. All right, hold on. Let me move all you guys in here. The first thing that catches your eye as you enter this room is the large piles of gold coin across the room from you. Moving in further as you are staring at that gold, you feel the stiffness of the stone floor change. Looking down, you see a plush rug of elegant make and craftsmanship. To your left, several chests, one open and 2 closed, sit near the south wall. In the center of the room, a huge bearskin rug commands the floor, just in front of the chests. Resting on the stone floor are 2 statues, one of jade and the other made of gold. You are so enthralled by the sight of this treasure, it takes you a moment to notice the objects to your right. Dominating the room is a 15-foot sculpture that sits on a slightly raised floor. At the top center of this sculpture is a large disc fashioned to look like an eye. It stares out across the room, forever open, as if on a vigilant watch over the treasure. In the corners of the left and the right of the sculpture are 2 identical statues. Each is about 10 feet tall and sculpted in perfect detail and design of a fierce warrior. In one hand they hold a shield, and the other a battle axe. carved into the stone along the south wall reads a message: "Show me only wealth." And I will move that over to chat for everybody.
Show me only wealth.
Show them the treasure that you guys picked up.
All right, I pull out all of the gold and the chalice and gosh, what else was there? There was something else. I pull out all of it.
There you go. I just sent the entire thing right there for you guys.
Does it look like there's a place to kind of like hang something or like put an offering to this thing or?
Hold on here. No, I mean I mean, like I said, you see an opulent, like the bearskin rug, the shit on the floor, and that writing on the stone, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to show the eye wealth. That makes sense. And we should not touch any of this.
What would you like to do?
What if we try and give it, like, I guess toss a coin into, you know? I
That's
don't.
what I was. That's what I was asking. If there's any way to give it an offering, like does it have a hook to hang something, or is there an open hand to put like a jewel or gold in?
No, it looks like a
Or-
spot where you can just throw your offerings on the floor. But there's no spot there that looks like it's designated for um, a sacrifice or anything.
Maybe the bear's mouth?
Let's try and just throw it on the ground. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws for this one.
I'm going to throw 10 gold pieces onto the bear skin rug.
Go ahead and minus that from your inventory. And it lands on the bearskin rug.
Okay.
There is
Okay.
no effect.
All right. Well, let's try and. I hate saying this, but dump everything there. At worst case scenario is nothing. Well, nothing could happen, and we just pick it back up and figure out something else.
Okay, I'm going to drop the 5,500 platinum onto the bear skin rug and see what happens.
You're dropping how much money? Hold on. Whoa. I was like, how much money are you dropping?
550 platinum.
You're dropping 550 platinum.
Yeah, that's ouch. Like rethink that maybe.
Okay, that's why I was like, wait a minute. I was like, she okay? She's
That's
doing
the
that.
that is the total
okay.
amount of platinum that we got from the other room.
Where are you dumping it on this bearskin rug? On the head, on the ass? Where on this thing are you doing it? Sort of curious. Or just dumping it right in the middle?
Is the eye angled at any particular direction towards the rug?
At the center, it's looking down at the bottom of the stairs. Where at the bottom of the stairs, it's carved. It says, "Show me only wealth."
Eyes.
I'm
Put
going
it
to
in
put
front of the bear's
550.
head.
All right, I'm going to put it in front of the bear's head.
There's nothing. No effect.
I'm going to scoop it up and I'm going to put it in his mouth.
That disc that looks like an eye is not looking at the bear's head. It's looking at the base of the dais there, at the bottom of the stairs. That bottom stair, where it says, show me only wealth.
I take the 10 gold pieces, not the platinum, and I put it at the base of the stairs.
Are you stacking it up in front of the phrase?
Am I what?
Are you stacked? So, like I said, there were stairs, and on the bottom stair, it was carved, show me only wealth. Where are you putting the money? I'm not going to give you any more hints here, guys. I'm really not.
On the base where the eye is looking down, right?
Yeah, I'll just put it on top of the word.
I've given you enough at this point, I think.
Put the platinum pieces there.
Where are you putting the gold? Where are you putting the gold pieces when you take?
Where you said at the base of the steps, where the eye is looking down.
Yes. So you're putting it
at the exact spot.
All right. So you put it this stack of 10 gold coins, and we're gonna say in front of one of the words, show me only wealth. In front of me, you see the W light up. That's it. That's all I've got for you guys. Figure it out or don't. Figure it out or die. I don't care.
I'm going to take 10 platinum pieces and put it on the same spot.
Stacking it up, it has no effect.
I'm going to move the stack directly to the right of the previous stack.
If you're just shifting it over, nothing happens.
It wants to see more stacks.
So do I, Big Eye. So do I.
Really? Come on, guys. Come on, guys. So easy. It's so easy.
It's easy because you're the one controlling it.
Once you guys see it, like you got through the other one, really, I thought that was gonna be the one that you guys were gonna have problems with, but you skirted through that one. And you can't
Only answer I got is dump all of our money in front of the thing.
I'm going to put the stack of platinum, I'm going to move it to the E in wealth.
The W goes away. The shimmering on the W goes away. Moving the gold coins in front of the word wealth, the effects go away.
No. I wasn't moving the gold. I was moving the platinum.
Nothing happens. The W stays lit, but nothing happens when you move the money in front of the word wealth.
So last time I put it down in front of the show, right?
I thought you said you put it in front of me, right? Show me the money. Right? Show me the wealth.
I just put it on top of the words.
Yeah, but you moved you have it in front of one word and you moved gold in front of the word wealth and nothing happened.
No. I never moved the gold. I took this platinum and I put it...
So you moved the platinum. So there was still money in front of the word me, but you moved the other currency in front of the word wealth, and nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Okay. So maybe it only wants gold. Maybe platinum. It doesn't like platinum. I'm going to replace...
Remember, it says, show me only wealth.
Oh.
Well,
I got it. Oh my God.
Come on.
Pick the money up.
I picked the money up.
I'm gonna cover all of the words except for wealth.
Is this some Lord of the Rings speak friend and enter bullshit? Sorry, excuse my language.
Is that what you're doing, Xander?
Yes, I'm covering all of the words except for wealth. So I'm only showing it wealth.
Is this some Lord of the Rings?
All right. All right. So, the door behind you unlocks. The door to the east unlocks. And the tension in the there was a palpable tension in the room seems to dissipate as you are now able to move freely again from room to room.
The one door closed, right? You said, and one door open. So we did lose access to one spot.
No, both doors are. You're able to go to access the door to the south and the door to the east.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
There is plenty of gold in the room, a couple of chests, like I said before. Yeah, but you can move back down to the south and move forward into the east there.
Use that bag of
Can I
holding
do
and
an
scoop that
Arcana?
gold up.
First, before we touch anything, I would like to do an Arcana check all around the room to see if any of these statues or chests are active or magical.
I'm gonna. Here's what I'm gonna do. You go ahead and roll an Arcana check for me. I just want to see what kind of baseline you roll.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
You can tell this entire room is there's magic in everything, and a lot of it is shit you should probably not be fucking with. I'm just gonna say with a nat 20, you can realize that this room is pretty much everything is in this room is something that should probably stay here and never leave here ever.
Oh no!
If you didn't bring it, you probably shouldn't take it.
Nobody touch anything. Nobody take anything. Everything in this room is trapped and will kill us. Let's just walk out the door. Don't touch anything.
All right. Well, as long as you picked up your the platinum pieces and stuff.
Yep, I picked it all up. It's back in my bag.
Yeah, your currency would be fine. Everything that you brought into the room and or set down would be fine, but touching anything else is probably like the worst thing you could probably do. You can see that a lot of it's cursed.
Even the dragons, the jade and the gold dragon.
Oh yeah, all the gold, all the treasure, the chests, everything you saw in that room is all cursed. Temptation. That room was all about greed and wealth.
Oh well. I put my hands behind my back and clasp them really tight so I don't grab anything, and then I walk out the door.
And you guys are going to the door. Which door are you going through? The west or the east?
And you said the east one opened up?
Yep.
Yep.
Right. So back to this page.
Excuse me.
All right. Let me move all of you guys over here. Boom. Boom. Oh, come on, man. All right, there we go. Boom. All right. Walking into this room, you see an empty chest near the center of the room and a mirror just to the right. There is also a door to the west wall.
Look in the mirror.
You notice that the reflection of the chest that is full of sacks that sits open in the chest, gleam with gold. And what? Hold on, let me reread this. Hold on. So the empty chest in the room. So walking into the room, you see an open empty chest in the center of the room and a mirror just to the right. There is a door on the west wall. Looking in the mirror, you will see that the reflection of the chest shows that it is full of sacks that sit open in the chest and gleam with gold and silver. After a few seconds of looking at the mirror and you notice that the reflection shows a shadowy humanoid figure appear from the chest in the west. All right, I apparently cannot read. Hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. After a few seconds of looking at the mirror and discussion. Okay, never mind. So if the player's looking at the thing, you notice that the chest in the reflection shows the empty chest has gold and silver bags in it. Overflowingly bags of gold and silver, but you cannot see it looking directly at it.
Did I touch the mirror, maybe? Yeah.
Is that what you want to do?
I'm asking for others' opinions. Xander, Zod, should I touch the mirror? Well, first, let me do an Arcana check. I want to do an Arcana check to see if this room strikes me as magically cursed like the other room.
Can you ping Arcana check for me real quick? I just want to see something real quick.
Oh, shoot. No, that was wrong. I just rolled it. I don't think there's a way for me to ping just Arcana. It says your intelligence Arcana check measures your ability to recall lore about spells, magic items, eldritch symbols, magical traditions, the planes of existence, and the inhabitants of those planes.
All right. So here's what happens.
Okay.
While you're looking at it and looking for magical, see if there's something magical about it. After a few seconds of looking at the mirror, you notice. You watch as a shadow appears in the mirror that seems to grow from the door. The humanoid figure floats above and towards the chest in the reflection, grabs a couple of sacks, and disappears again into the door.
Did it make any sound, Chris?
It
Or
did
was
not
it
make
completely
any
silent?
sound.
Completely silent. Okay.
So can I roll Arcana?
Go for it.
Anything happen when I threw a gold coin into the empty chest?
So that's a 19.
You can definitely tell that there's something really funky going on with the mirror.
Can I tell anything about like the spells on the mirror or anything?
You can't tell exactly what school it is, but it's definitely magical and seems to be the key to this room.
Huh.
Somebody want to go look in the chest and see what they can
Well,
suss out?
did anything happen when I threw a gold coin into the chest?
It seemed to almost look like it landed on something that's not there. Your gold coin seems to be sitting on something.
All right, I'll reach in and try to grab whatever's holding my gold coin up.
And it seems to be a solid bag.
All right, I pick it up.
Pulling it out, it's a bag of gold.
Do we have anything
Okay.
to reveal invisible stuff?
I
have fairy fire.
What does fairy fire do? Oh, sorry,
It
go ahead.
illuminates it. Go ahead, Doc.
No worries, sorry. I'll open the bag and look in. Does it look like real gold? Like I'll take a coin out of the bag and I'll throw it over to Xander. Does it travel to him?
It is a real gold coin.
Okay, so then I'll put that bag down next to me on the floor. Does it appear, or is it still like an invisible bag?
It's a bag of gold coins.
Sweet. I'll reach into the chest and I'll search for another bag.
It's one that's easily grabbable.
Okay,
And
I'll
you
look
pull
at
out,
it. More gold.
Morgan, as this is happening, you also see that same shadowy figure coming out and grabbing a couple of the sacks of gold, or these bags of treasure out of the chest, and disappearing behind the door again.
I would like to have. I'm gonna say, Xander, position yourself right by the door.
You see it in the reflection in the mirror. As you're looking around, you're the one that noticed the gold in the reflection to begin with. As you're looking
So
at it,
she
you're
can-
like, what the fuck? Like,
So
as
she
you're
can
watching-
hold
as
on.
you're watching
Hold that.
Zod
Hold
pull
that thought.
bags
Hold that
of
thought.
gold out, you can see a shadowy figure come behind and take a couple of bags and disappear through the door. Ether.
So wait a second. So wait. So she can only see what's going on. We can't. She can only see it because she's looking in the mirror, right?
Yes.
Bingo.
Okay. So while I'm looking in the mirror, I'm going to say, "There's somebody else here," and I want to see if there's any reaction from the figure in the mirror as I say that.
She's staring at the man in the mirror.
And I'm grabbing more bags and putting them by my feet, make them rematerialize.
I want to see if this figure.
It hears you, and smiles, and disappears again into.
Where is it?
I'm going to point to Xander. When the next time I see the figure walk to the door, I'm going to point to Xander and say, "Cass, you're fired there."
Okay. Well, I'm
going to try to empty the chest before he comes back. I'm going to try to grab all the bags. He comes back to grab it as like Xander's casting a spell. The idea is I'm going to make the chest empty. I'm going to try to grab as many bags and drop them.
Can you ready a spell?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, I'll ready fairy fire. Once she says go, I'm going to go.
Yep. So the next time the figure picks up the bag and walks by the door, I'm going to signal Xander.
Okay. It's just a second later, the same figure comes back through the door, goes to the chest and goes to grab another bag of coins, and looks up at you and smiles and makes its way back towards the door.
And I signal.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna let fairy fire go.
Okay.
And hold on, let me. I gotta get the spell. All right. It needs to make a dexterity saving throw of 11.
Okay.
Ooh, that's not very high.
No, it's not, but it's all we got, sis.
And as it does so, as you cast fairy fire, it looks at you, and you can clearly tell it's an illusion.
Interesting.
And it disappears
From
into the
where?
door again.
Huh. What could be causing an illusion?
Chris, how many more bags can I get out of this chest before I reach in and I feel no more bags?
You keep going. There's bags that keep coming out.
What?
It's almost like
Still
every
nothing.
time you reach in and you pull out another sack, it's a massive bag of coins, gold and silver. It's almost like Mary Poppins' bag. Like it's
Okay, I'm gonna try
Mary
something.
Poppins
I'm gonna
chest,
grab.
I guess would be the right word for it.
I'm gonna grab a bag of gold, open it, make sure there's a bag of gold. I'm gonna grab a coin, throw it to Morgan, and I'll say, "Look at this coin in the mirror." But then I'm gonna dump the gold from the bag I pulled out into my personal bag of holding. So I want to like let the gold cascade into it, so it goes into another dimension, my dimension in my bag of holding, and then I'm gonna reach into my bag and I'm gonna ask for the gold and see if I can grab it.
This seems to be still there.
What? I don't
For this,
understand.
at
Okay,
this
so then I'm
moment, it
just
seems to be still there. Yeah.
then Zod is literally going to be Wile E. Coyoteing bags of gold into his bag of holding at nauseum until we can figure this out. He will die with 1,000 or whatever 1,000 cubic feet of gold in his bag of holding, if that's what this is.
Okay, so how about I take 10 minutes to cast Identify on this mirror and figure out if it's the cause of this illusion.
I think we have to walk with one of these bags of gold into that room that the ghost is walking into with it. Like basically, it's like a path, like follow me path, and you're supposed to grab the bag of gold and walk into that door with it. But I'm just filling my bag of holding until it's full. Then I'm going to do that. But yeah,
I don't know. I feel less inclined to follow a illusion that smiles at us. I don't know. That seems sketchy. That's creepy.
So there's an endless chest of gold, but here it is.
Sorry, guys. Just a second.
Yeah.
No,
Any
not
thoughts,
yet. You
Xander?
have once you're done with lunch, then you can have a drumstick. I'm gonna put my hand out and I'm gonna touch the front of the mirror just to see if anything happens.
The mirror puts off like holding your hand to it for just a second. It feels gross, slimy. You can definitely clearly tell there's evil magic involved in this.
Evil.
like yeah. How do I describe this without sounding totally gross? Like it's like sleazy backwoods no, you know what I mean? Like whoever did this, whoever made this, like this contraption is made by someone like wholly psychotic.
All right. Well, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to cast Identify. I'm going to take 10 minutes and cast Identify.
On what? The mirror?
The mirror. They still give me specific information about the mirror.
Okay. So taking 10 minutes?
Right? Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
I can put a lot of gold into a bag of holding in 10 minutes.
I would say you'd probably fill your bag up.
All right, fair enough. I'll just say that bag of holding is filled with gold pieces for the time being.
Before I start the ritual, I hand you my bag of holding so you can keep filling up gold.
I don't think this is going to stay like this, but sure. Whatever.
Go for it, man. Can't hurt. Yeah. And then I start casting. And then I start blasting.
All right, Xander, what would you like to be doing while she's casting Identify for 10 minutes?
I have nothing. I have no idea what to do, so I don't know.
Examine the door that the apparition goes through. If you have any form of trying to examine it.
Sure, that's what I'll do.
I'm still bad at investigation. I think Cole's our only investigation guy.
I need to use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to examine the door. Examine the schmore.
Hold on, what? Oh god. Oh god, here comes the cat. That door is locked. Oh, Jesus
Or
Christ.
do I perceive it as locked? That was a joke.
Yeah, that door to the south there is. God, here comes the cat. Oh, hold on.
Ma'am.
Oh. Is that what I'm looking at? Hold on 1 second here. I want to make sure that I'm correct in where we are. Okay. Okay. All right. So you're opening the door to the south, huh? You're going into that room? Yeah, that door is unlocked. All right. So is it just you, Xander?
Just me.
Yeah, I'm stuffing bags.
All right. So walking into this room, the room sits empty with nothing but the stone walls, floor, and ceiling. There is a door to the
Okay.
left. What?
I was just saying I'm back.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me start this over again. Going into this room, the room sits empty with nothing but the stone walls, floor, and ceiling. There is a door to the left along the north wall. All of the walls are peppered with small holes, and the ceiling is full of small nozzles that protrude out about an inch or so from the ceiling. That is what you see as you enter the room. Morgan, what would you like to be doing in the other room?
I'm casting Identify.
Oh yeah, you're on the mirror.
10-minute counter, and I'm just stuffing my pants.
All right, so Xander, what else would you like to do while you're in this room? Now that you're in this room, we got 10 minutes. You and me, buddy. 10 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I still don't know what to do. I'm just gonna, I guess, inspect the treasure chest now. Like, look at.
Are you going back into
Wait,
the
I don't
other
know.
room, or are you going to continue?
No, no. I'm gonna inspect the room here because it looks like it's empty.
All right, looking closer around the room, and especially at the door, it has very 5 small, thin, horizontal slits in an X pattern. Make a perception check for me, please. Oh my God, that's so funny.
16.
Um, as you're looking at it, um, and getting close, you can see that behind those horizontal slits in that pattern, looks like bells.
Okay. Now, how far away are these bells?
I am looking at the right room here. They are, I mean, just behind this lock there on that west wall.
But I can see them through the slits.
Yes. So a couple of inches. You know what I mean? Like probably a little longer than your finger could probably. I mean, unless you're Mr. Oh, well, you are Mr. Fantastic, right? Where you can like with your finger.
I'm gonna put an arrow through it. I'm gonna poke around with the arrow, brother. And try and jingling that thingaling.
You play us a tune?
Yep.
All right. Hopefully,
Xander's now he's taking levels in Bard now.
Okay.
Hopefully, I can hear you scream from over here.
So, are you just sticking your arrow in there just to see if you can ring a bell?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it.
That's what I'm
Go
doing.
ahead and roll a d6 for me, please. Are you shooting random, or you want to tell me which one of?
No, I was just. You said if I could. I thought you said if I could try and stretch my finger through there and touch the bells. Is that?
You can reach in
am
there.
I?
You can touch the bells. Are you trying to ring one? Or are you trying to? What are you trying to?
Yeah,
do?
I'm trying to ring it, but I'm just going to use the arrow as like an extension. Because if my fingers can get to it, I can get more control of the thingaling.
So I need you to tell me what. So you have a choice of 5 options. There's 5 bells in there that you can see. Hold on one second here. I need a piece. Where's my fucking pen? There it is. All right, so I gave you what? A, B, G. Right? It was A, B. What were the notes that I gave you?
I don't remember. I lost the page. The page.
All right. So I need you to tell me which one you're hitting first. Which bell you're trying to make. You're trying to hit and make noise off of.
A. The A one.
And which one do you think is that?
I don't know. The one to the far left. Boom.
So you're going far left. Okay. Yeah, dinging that first bell, you hear that note from you heard from the music box.
Okay. I don't know.
You got to play the music. The music box was playing on these things.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember the notes. Didn't you say the tune? The tune is the only thing that matters, not the notes.
I did.
So I would have to actually know the notes to replicate the tune.
No, you just have to go online and hear the note and be able to give me a good representation of it. Come on, man.
But I would have to know what note to hit, though. The sound doesn't matter. I would have to tell you what note I'm hitting in order to replicate the sound that you want me to replicate.
Correct.
So the notes did matter.
They did matter, but they didn't matter to a point in any other point than just referencing a tune. You know what I mean? Like if you were to be like, I'm gonna play these notes. You know what I mean? They didn't matter anywhere else. If that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Hmm.
And as you hit that first note, are you in that room by yourself?
Yep. Sure am.
Yeah, the door behind you locks itself shut as you hit that first bell.
Every door does that, so I'm not surprised.
So Zod and Morgan, you would definitely notice that Xander walked into another room and the door has sealed itself shut behind him.
Jeez.
Okay, so then I guess they'll stop filling Morgan's bag of holding with gold. And imagine it's pretty close to being full now. And I'll go over to that door and I'll try to open it.
It is 100% unopenable. For as strong
Have I
as you
finished
are, as big
identify
as
yet?
you are, you can tell even beating on the door is not gonna. There's no getting through it at this point.
So I can't like Kool-Aid my man through this door?
You're pretty convinced you cannot.
Okay. If I pound on it, can he hear me knocking? Or will you start smashing? Just like knocking.
I would say that Xander, you might hear a distant
Okay.
knocking on a door, almost like it's like if you're in an apartment complex, being on the second floor, hearing someone beat on the entryway on to the building on the first floor or something, maybe.
Have I finished identify yet?
We'll say, unless Zod, you had something else you wanted to do.
I'm gonna just try to put a bag, like extend my arm with a bag of gold through the door.
Through which door?
The one the apparition went through.
You cannot get through the door to the south, but the door to the west is open. That room that you were in before is perfectly fine. You can throw your stuff back up there.
No, no, it's okay. I'll wait. I'm gonna wait to see what Morgan reveals here.
Okay. Xander, was there anything else you wanted to do in this 10-minute period? Just trying to make sure I allotted 10 minutes to both you guys for anything you wanted to do.
I don't have the music box, so I can't figure out anything.
All right. So, Morgan. Where are we?
Yes.
It's you. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get back to that page. All right. Casting Identify on the mirror. You can see that the mirror is in a 100% illusion. That the gold and everything in that chest was not real. Looking at the chest, Morgan, you can see, or looking through the mirror as you identify what it is, it's really something to just dissuade people from finding what they were, what they should have really been looking for. You find, or you see through the mirror, another stick at the bottom of the chest.
I get up and I walk over to the chest and I pull out the stick.
And it is carved with those letters in it, down it.
I'm not seeing any letters.
Oh shit! Sorry, my bad. Now you guys should be able
Okay.
to see it.
So the last stick that we got was the one that had the right side up triangle, right? Correct?
I do believe so.
Okay. Just want to make sure I hadn't missed one. Okay.
And I have all of the sticks available for reference whenever you want to look at them. Oh, look at you, Lou.
And it's carved with O. O.
And as you,
I.
Morgan, as you're noticing that first one and looking at it, and it's like, you also see underneath it there's another one.
Another carving?
There's another stick.
Okay.
That is what is on carved on it. You should be able to see the
So we know that
symbol and the numbers. And yeah.
One 919. Okay, so we have triangles facing up and down. We have triangles with lines through the top facing up and down. So we've got 4 triangles at this point, which probably are the elements symbolic of the elements at this point. And then we have one, and each of the sticks with the triangles on them. Did the first one that was on top of the bookshelf, the upside down triangle, have letters that accompanied it? I think I might have missed those.
That was, hold on one second, that was on the bookshelf. And that was in the first room, correct?
Yeah.
One second. On the bookcase, that was this stick. That did have numbers.
Okay, that was downward facing, and that had 4201. 01519. Okay. So we had the first stick. Okay. So does everybody else have everything, all the other sticks written down to look at?
Not currently, no.
Okay. So, first stick is TBJDDFL. second stick had a shape and numbers, but no letters. Third stick had letters. Fourth stick had shape and numbers. Then we found the pattern for the music box, the sound for the music box. And then another stick out of the back of the clock. That was an right side up triangle. And then 2 sticks at the bottom of the illusionary chest. One with letters, one with shape and numbers. Does that sound right?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about well, first we got to get to the room Xander's in. Shoot. Okay, so how many sticks do I have at this point? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 sticks right now. Can you tell me about the room that you're in again, Xander?
Is it on the wall or on the floor with the X?
It's on the wall.
Are the sticks?
Or right there at the door on the left here. Yes. Yes.
And there's no sticks in that room?
There are no sticks in the room, just an X in the door. And he can see behind it, he can see small bells.
What you doing? You gonna go take your dog out to the ball for a bit? How's your hands? Let me see them.
5 bells, an X.
So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or there's 5 bells in an X in between the door.
Yep.
As like a sonic
Sure.
clock.
Puffing those fans up.
Any ideas?
All I have is just play this tune from the box.
That's what I have too. Play the tune of the box.
So the tune from the box is going to start. If the letters don't matter, if it's just like the progression of sounds. So then it would start. Let's see, it goes A. God, where did that go? I just was looking at it. A, B, G, B, F. So it would start lower and then get slightly higher, then go a bit higher, and then go down again, and then go up, but not quite as high as the first one. Because G is the top of the octave. So that would be like the highest sound.
Can we like Morse code this on the door through so that Xander can hear it? Do you have any way to project your voice or speak telepathically?
Me?
Can your unseen servant walk through that door?
Ooh, I don't know if it could go through doors and stuff. I doubt it.
I don't believe so.
And it's only got a range of 60 feet. Well, no, that's probably far enough, but yeah, it has to be in an unoccupied space. So it can't go through things.
So Xander, what would you like to do? You have 4 other options. Your first Stroke was, it's like, don't you remember that tune? But looking at the other bells, it doesn't look like they follow any sort of order.
I don't know. If I don't have the access to the knowledge from the thing, there's really nothing I can do. If I don't have access to them, I don't know the knowledge for the notes. If I don't know the knowledge for the notes, nothing I can do.
What is this door made out of, Chris?
Heavy steel. Iron.
Ah. Fine. I don't have any way of getting through a door. I can try to melt it. I have some high heat spells. I can try to melt the iron. That's about it.
That's why I was asking if we can get the music box and play it and kind of Morse code it through the door so Xander can hear and repeat it on the bells.
Oh, well, no, it's only within 10 feet. Is Xander within 10 feet of us? Wait, no, it has to be verbal and somatic. Oh, no, I don't have to see. Hold on. It does not, the spell does not mention anything about having to see it. So I know that there's empty space on the other side of that door. With prestidigitation, I can instantaneous, harmless sensory effects such as a shower of sparks, a puff of wind, faint musical notes, or an odd odor. So I can project the faint musical notes into the space that I know is on the other side of the door, because I don't have to be able to see it for prestidigitation. Bam, problem solved.
Oh.
All right, well, I'm playing those notes then.
Okay, so here's how we're gonna do this, and only to be fair, because you're looking at them and you're like, what's your? Do you have a make a performance check with disadvantage? Just because, I mean, you're trying to play notes through a door, with an arrowhead through a door frame, I guess, right? Would that be the right way to put that?
7.
All right. So, you're you one. What happens is you will need to make a dexterity saving throw as you realize you plunked as you're like, you're hearing the notes and you start doing it, and you're able to pull it off, but it takes you more than one. It takes you more than one try, and you set off a trap, which you see a bunch of darts shoot out of that X. And you got a what, a 17?
Yep. 17.
Take
Wow. I think this might be the most helpful a prestidigitation spell has ever been.
Yeah, man, that's balls. That's amazing.
It's like saved our bacon like 3 times this session so far. Heck yes for prestidigitation.
Yeah, man.
that is I rolled 15, so if you pass, you'll take 7 points of piercing damage. As you messing around with it, you hitting the different bells, trying to make the melody. You know that you're hearing the melody. You aren't able. You're able to pull it off, but it's not elegant, and it sets off the trap. But you realize that it's the key to opening the lock.
1 second, beer pack.
Yeah, the sound stops, and the door behind you unlocks, as does the door in front of you.
All right. Well, I open the door and tell them, "Come on, I'm ready to get out of here."
And it brings you back to that room with the clock on the table. One of the first rooms you entered into on this floor.
Can I just is there a way I could just delete myself then? That was a joke. All right. So it's just we went in a circle. I went in a circle, right?
Yes.
Apparently. What the heck are we supposed to do with all these sticks? Is there a door that we haven't gone through at this point?
There is stuff you
I don't
haven't
know anymore.
examined or investigated thoroughly, but
I guess we just need to go do a thorough examination room by room and look for everything. Do we each want to take a room or do we want to go together? Just in case we get locked out again.
All together, probably.
Okay. Me and Zod are still in the mirror room, so Zod, let's examine. I examined the mirror, so we can examine the chest now that the illusion is broke. Is the illusion broken, or are we still distracted by the shadowy figure and the gold?
you continue to see the shadowy figure come in and grab sacks of gold and disappear.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna ignore it then. Let's investigate the chest. See if there's anything additional.
No, other than the two sticks, there is nothing additional to it at all.
Alright. Well, then we can go back to the previous room.
Why do I feel like I'm missing something here? Hold on one second. I feel like I'm missing something. Okay, never mind. Which room are you going back into?
Previous room, I guess, if nobody else has objections.
No, let's try anything.
All right, like I said, the first thing that catches your eye as you enter the room are large piles of gold coin across the room from you. Moving in further as you stand in the gold, you feel the stiffness of the stone floor change. Looking down, you see a plush rug of elegant make and craftsmanship. To your left, several chests, one open and two closed, sit near the south wall. In the center of the room, a huge bearskin rug commands the floor. Just in front of the
Well,
chest.
let's go through this room and examine everything without touching it. So maybe we can use the stick to lift things up and look behind things. What do you guys think?
Good idea.
Zod?
Worth a shot. I'm out of ideas.
Alright, I'm going to use the stick to go poke around the entire room looking for anything that we didn't notice before.
Um, All right. So what are you guys looking for? You guys just looking around at everything?
Yes, I'm poking under the rugs. I'm looking behind the statues.
All
I'm
right.
poking the stick
Make
into the.
perception checks for me, please, all of you, if that's what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. If it moves or can be pulled or pushed, I'm trying.
Ooh. Somebody else better do good on their perception.
24, 19.
Oh, thank God.
All right. Zod, is your and what do you get advantages with, Xander? Is it smelling and it's hearing and smell, right?
Yes. Hearing and smelling.
Mm, yeah, you would probably get advantage on that perception check. Just saying. Uh, so Zod, as you're all of you are looking around the room. Well, Zod, you're the one that picks up on it. A couple of the chests are weird, and they almost have like a mucusy sort of filmy sliminess to them. As you're walking around, pushing and prodding and poking everything, um, but you notice that there's something behind the throne.
Okay. Be careful of the chest. It looks like there's something slimier with them. I'd be very careful. It could bite you in the ass. And then something's also hiding behind that throne over there. I'll go investigate throne.
I'm gonna ready a firebolt just in case something attacks.
Already an arrow.
All right, a second later, we will have to roll initiative because these two chests, after a moment, and open up, and you can see these two treasure chests come to life as you are now being attacked by two mimics.
Yeah, I
No!
figured as much.
Not mimics! How could you?
How could I what? How could I not? Are you kidding?
What, darling? Yes, you can have a chocolate after you finish your things.
Where is my tokens for that?
Alright, so, but do I get off a firebolt first before initiative?
Sure, if you all had readied actions, yeah, I would say that you would,
That's a 17 to hit.
Alright, give me 1 second here. I don't have that page immediately pulled up. I have so many open tabs right now. Oh my god, with all these sticks and everything. Jeez Louise.
Give me one of those. I'll trade you chocolate for a chimichanga. Or a taquito. Heck yeah. Seriously, though, eat because they're getting cold. Turn off the game and eat.
Alright, so yes, a 17 is enough to hit.
What? No way. That's 20 damage.
What? You keep. Oh, wow.
That was a sick roll.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
Wow. Alright, I still need to get the token live on the screen here. Hold on 1 second. Where are you? There you are. Come on, man. Alright, So, let's do this. There's that one there, and there's that one there. That one, we'll put that one there. Alright, and now let me... Alright, there you go. Tokens live on the map. Can everybody see that? Is everybody there? Here we go, the room. Who the hell is that?
So I'm going to have done my damage on this mimic.
Okay.
And then, do I get movement with my action?
No, I'm going to say that's going to be where you started from. You had an action readied. So I'm going to say
Okay.
that's
Cool.
what you get.
Roger, Roger.
And if anybody else had anything that they had readied, I'll allow that, but...
I had 25 to shoot a longbow at the same one she hit.
Okay, and you rolled a 25. That is going to be enough.
Yes. So, 9 damage.
9. All right. 9 damage.
29 damage for a surprise round. Not bad.
No, that's actually just wow. And I feel like I'm making this hard. But you guys just crush me. All right. So now everybody, unless Zod, you have something.
No, I was just walking towards the behind the throne. How far did I get before this initiative happened? Did I get like next to the mimic? I figured that there was something with them, so I would have tried to take a long way.
I would say you could probably get behind them. You would have gotten behind them.
Okay, then I'm behind them, but I had no action ready. It's okay. I don't have any. I was just examining whatever I saw behind the throne.
Oh man. Excuse me. Sorry.
All right, now.
Sorry, I yawned all in the mic.
It's all good.
It happens. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and roll initiative for everybody. On that guy. On that guy. All right, turn order. Did not turn that shit. Where is it?
I'll be right back.
Oh, come on, man. Did it not?
Oh, sorry.
That was interesting.
Come on, man.
That was a yawn. As soon as we're done here, I'm going to go take a nap.
I wish I could. I don't get that. I don't get to do that. I run an in-person game every other Sunday night for this Dragonlance Shadow of the Dragon Queen thing. I so wish I didn't.
I haven't heard
right
particularly good about it.
What?
I said I haven't heard particularly good things about it.
You have to love the setting. Give me 1 second, but you have to love the setting because it's rough.
All right, I'm back.
Grayson, turn that down, please.
Yeah, it's yeah. The Dragonlance setting is it's a rough. It's a little gnarly. You either like the setting or you don't. Like it's pretty nasty and racist and old school and yeah. And not and
I haven't heard that part.
well, no, well, okay. So anyway, let's before we get too distracted, let's continue going with where we're going right here. Or we can just go ahead and stop right here, considering it's 3:40 and we're about to enter combat. Because I do have to make a hard out at like 4:15. So.
To you guys.
All right. Well, you know what? Then let's continue doing this for the next 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah, man. Let's do this. All right. No one wants to answer. I'm just gonna say, you know what? Balls to the walls, down, 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 down. Anyway, AC/DC. Come on, man. Ban balls to the walls. Come on, man. All right. So, and I don't know why my initiative rolls are not showing up. Ugh, it's making me angry. I've done
Weird.
this twice now. Hold on. I'm just gonna do this. Hold on. I may. What this nonsense? What is this? Let me close that out. Hold on 1 second here. I'll be back in there. Close you. Just close all this shit. All right. Come on, man.
Holy noodles!
Holy noodles?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second here. All right, now let's try this again.
Hey, why am I in turn order with initiative? No,
Reading?
All right.
Why are you watching
There
videos
we
about
go.
setting off bombs in the Marianas Trench?
Now what? Watching videos.
What are you
about
planning on
what?
becoming a supervillain? Like, why do you need to know how to explode the Marianas Trench? Like,
Well, I mean, come on, that would be sort of cool. I mean, just fill up the biggest trench in the world. Can you imagine
I'm very
the
concerned.
ecological disaster that could possibly be?
Am I raising a child that is interested in becoming a supervillain?
No, maybe
are you
there's
sure?
a good practical reason to blow up the trench.
We're gonna discuss this later.
That's actual comedy right there.
I just all of a sudden out of my ear, I just hear, if we exploded a bomb in the Marianas Trench.
So this one got.
Well, people have talked about sending nukes to the top of Mercury, not Mercury, but Mars.
Mars.
Mm-hmm. So,
Yep.
I would
Cloud the
assume there was
atmosphere.
something. Yeah, I would assume there was some type of benefit to destroying the Mariana Trench.
Like, well, I mean, just
I'm sure I'll
imagine
hear
like how
about
that,
it in-
how would that? I mean, if that was if you know what I mean, like filling up that waterway. I mean, can you only imagine what life is down there is just destroyed? But imagine how the waterways change. You know what I mean? Like, dude, you know what I mean? Like, dude, that's
The alien-
that's gonna cause that would cause all sorts of crazy current changes. You know what I mean? Like, if it's miles deep, that's a miles walk. Like, ugh.
The aliens that are hiding in the trench will get pissed off and come and nuke us.
Nah, dude.
Yep.
Like, I mean, where are you gonna put all those miles of water? And where are you going to put that current, man?
Well,
How
see,
is that
but
going to affect everything else, dude?
the
It's an
dirt-
ecological disaster waiting to happen.
If you put a bomb down there, the dirt that you had displaced would be replaced by the water. So it would all end up equal for material, regardless.
And I'm not sure. Like, I'm not sure where, other than rain, there's anything that's adding to the water that's already here.
No, what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm just guessing, like filling the trench with dirt.
Well, like she said, it would equal out because everything is already down there. So you just fill the hole. The water doesn't come up. It's just going to be where it is.
But
No, if you're
oceanic
if you're
currents
trying to
would
take
be
the
greatly
trench and
affected.
detonate it to the point
Yes,
where it
sure, it would
caves
be
in on itself, and that all that land is going to displace where that water is underneath, dude. Come on.
I could see that. I could see that
It's going
tide
to
rising.
It's going to balance out, but it's not going to balance out the way that any non-psychopath doesn't want it to happen. It's not going to. You know what I mean? Like all that water. If you were to detonate, so the water is going to move away or be evaporated, and something's going to need to take its place. But if the ground were to cave in and fill that area, where's where the water is? And that ground's good, that earth and that ground is going to go. Where is the water going to go? It's going to displace. It's not going to go away.
Well, initially, yes. But after the initial explosion, the water and the dirt would seep back out to replace where it was ejected from.
And like Zod said, and this might all be in. Aliens might just come out of there finally and scoop our asses up.
Yeah, I think your physics are a little flawed, so I will just sit and wait for minutes.
My physics? I could be wrong.
Yeah, whose physics are you talking about?
I'm just an idiot.
Oh, you're wrong.
I'm just
If you detonate, if you detonate any underwater device, the shockwave pushes the wave outwards. That's why the Russians, their new torpedo just makes radioactive tidal waves that destroy cities. They don't even actually target cities. The Triton torpedoes, I think they're called, on the Balrog. It creates an underwater explosion that creates a radioactive tsunami, basically. So
That's super messed up.
So Zod is the rightest.
No, it's all wrong. If you're blowing anything up underwater, it's all wrong.
Yep, that's exactly right. I mean, yeah, I'm just an idiot. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, let's go ahead and get this party. So Xander, I have 2 rolls. I see 16 and 12.
I believe it's a 12 because that's what's going on the turn tracker.
Well, I see 16.
I don't know where you see the 16 at.
That's weird. Morgan, I got a 6 and a 3.
I got never a 6. I got a 3 for initiative. Yeah.
3 for initiative. All right, so I'll take 6.
Oh, excuse me.
Zod, I got a 3 and a 10.
No, 10 is my initiative. It was like 19 and a 10, but mine's correct at 10.
That must have just been from the last time you guys had to roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Maybe.
So, it is going to go. I am going to get to start the round. Ooh, this could be fun. This mimic here, after having the other one both of them have come to life, the one is going to move up to you, or behind its other one here, and attack you, Zod, since you're the closest.
Yep.
They're not very. Yeah, they're not smart. All right, it is going to. It's going to use its pseudopod attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I don't know what that does.
Tongue me, brother. Tongue me.
Yeah, that's right. Does a 19 hit?
No, not today. It does not.
Really, bro? Come on, man. All right, so that's. I only get 1 attack with that, right?
Aw.
They only get.
It's a strong tongue, but.
Stop it. Shame on you.
Yeah, that's.
Not you. I'm not talking to you.
I'm not talking to you either. Whatever.
I'm talking to you.
All right, that'll bring us to Xander. That was its turn. It moved up and did its thing. That was sort of anticlimactic. I thought mimics would have been cooler.
Okay. So I'm going to shoot it with my arrow again. The same one.
Okay.
12 hit.
Meets it, beats it.
All right. For 7 damage. And I have an extra attack. 13 to hit.
How much damage? The first one?
So altogether it's 14. I got 2 7s.
Altogether it's 14. On this same one over here? Okay. Okay. You can see you've blasted away bits of its shell, I guess would be the right word. Chest? Trunk? I don't know how you would. Like you're blasting away the junk on the trunk? I mean,
I'd say just blasted it in its mouth.
Would you like to do anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, that will bring us to Zod.
Okay. Did Xander and Morgan attack the same one?
Yes.
How's it looking? Does it look pretty robust still?
It is looking very hurt and damaged compared to when you first when the encounter first started.
Okay. I will use bonus action to bring Shelly to life so she's floating about around me. And then action, I will take a glaive wipe at the one that's very injured.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. 18, so 27.
That is enough.
And that is no lightning damage because I didn't activate it, so just 16 points of slashing damage.
So you hit this thing with your glaive, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it lights it up, and you can see it fries out, and you can see like it almost looks like the wood of the chest of like the mimic was trying to imitate a treasure chest. It seems to sizzle and pop and dry out, and just sort of stop. And the tongue falls limp, and the teeth just sort of close.
These aren't the chests we're looking for, and I'll take a swipe at the next one. 13 to hit?
And that is enough to hit.
Oh, okay. So that will be 12 points of slashing damage.
The lightning doesn't. Oh, is that only the one time?
Yeah, there's no lightning at either of them. They were both just straight slashing. I haven't activated the glade.
Oh, okay. So 12, that is math. Got it. Alright, sweet.
That is it.
Alright, that'll bring us to Morgan.
Alright. I'm going to do something that I have never, ever done before. I'm going to use my Ring of Lightning Strike on the remaining Mimic, because it sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
How long do you have that?
A while. I just kind of haven't used it because I was saving it. But, I mean, I've got... It recharges weekly, so whatever. The 100-foot line, probably a dex saving throw. Because it was a item that you just gave me, so I don't have all the details. But probably a dex save. My spell casting... my save DC is 14. So, probably have to beat a 14. And that is going to be...
Do I have to make a save?
No, it's a 100-foot straight line. So unless you're in line with this Mimic, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm assuming you're doing like one of these, right?
Mm-hmm. Let me see. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? And that is going to be 6d8.
Okay.
Uh-oh, where'd my dice go? 6d8.
Okay. Make a dexterity saving throw.
That's 21 damage.
What did I need to roll higher than?
14.
Well, I rolled a 15. So I would take, what, 10 damage?
Half, yeah. So 10.
Okay. Alright, well. This is not as climactic as I thought it was going to be, but that's alright, whatever. I got other things. I got things. Okay.
And then I'm going to use my movement to move back right here. And I'm done.
Okay. Alright.
Does it smell like crispy Mimic in the room right now?
Well, yeah.
Burnt chests everywhere.
That one is over, so this one's dead. Okay, so let me mark that one off.
God, we should look into making jerky out of them.
Oh, that tongue would make some good jerky.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and it'd have like a wood flavored smell to it.
So this one here is going to, because that's going to bring us to the top of the round. And this Mimic here is going to attack you, Zod, because you're the only one standing right there.
Of course.
As close as it. You're the closest person. Yeah, it's just going to try to bite you, being so close. That's a solid 13 to hit you. It's not gonna. I know it's not gonna work.
Not even without me.
And else this thing could do. Nope, I don't. Nukes is sort of. Anyway. Alright. So, yeah, that was its turn. That'll bring us to Xander.
All right.
That was.
Keep going with the arrows. All right, 21 to hit.
Yeah, that is enough.
Oh, dang.
And 18 to hit. So 21 and 18 to hit. I'll roll the damage now.
Yeah, they both hit.
11. 12. So 23 in total.
Alright, it is still alive, but it is not looking healthy at all.
All right. That's my turn.
23. Shit. Okay. Wow. Alright, that'll bring us to you, Zod.
Okay. Anything else moving in this room, Chris?
No, there's nothing else moving in the room other than this mimic still.
Alright, well, I guess we'll make it stop moving.
Oh.
Oh, I don't know why it's rolling twice. 17 to hit.
That is enough.
First strike is 14 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Oh, wow. Okay.
Is it still kicking?
It is being held together by bits and pieces.
Alright, second strike. Dirty 20.
Nah, that's not enough. Yes, it's enough.
For
Yes, that second
points
hit, you
slashing.
blast this thing to pieces. With your coming around with that second strike, you hit this thing and it's just teeth, tongue, pieces of wood, it's sort of like fleshy wood, sort of land in the ground.
Oh.
Just in
Fleshy.
yeah. You are now out of initiative. Both of these treasure chests are destroyed and revealed to be mimics. Creatures you've heard of that haunt cursed dungeons and places of that sort.
Okay, I'm gonna collect some mimic teeth and I'm gonna keep their tongues and make some jerky later.
Actually, can I borrow your sword? I'm gonna try and get some steaks out of these.
Ooh. Yeah,
They're
ooh.
mimics.
Wow.
They're mimics, so they may be able to mimic steak. Huh?
I love it.
Morgan starts gagging and throws up in the corner.
Nice.
Hey, look, I can turn into a werewolf. I've eaten an orc and a troll, so I don't feel like I'm going any lower than I already have.
She is literally vomiting in this corner right now.
Is there anything inside these chests now that they're dead?
There is nothing.
Okay. What's
No.
behind the throne that I eyed up?
Make an investigation check for me, please.
Oh god.
I'm gonna help him, give him advantage.
Sure, I'll take it. I'm pretty shitty. 14.
You don't notice anything behind the throne.
Alright, I'm gonna sit in the throne. Anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Can I investigate the scene of the room for any switches, levers, pressure plates?
Make a perception check.
That would be a 9.
No, you don't notice anything sitting in the chair, sitting in the throne.
Hmm. Any place that looks like I can insert a mimic tongue to make something happen?
No.
Has it been a
How
full
about
hour?
those sticks?
What was that?
I was asking, how long has it been since I cast my unseen servant?
You can't have been in here very long. What, an hour maybe? So, I mean, how? Maybe an hour?
I can have the unseen servant go back there and poke around.
Oh,
Good. Wonder if these statues. Check out the statues. Anything interesting with these statues?
I'll send the unseen servant over there to go poke around and step on things and generally make a nuisance of itself. Grayson, turn that down.
I'm gonna move the rugs around. Yeah. Grab the bear rug, move it around, lift up the carpet, see if it's magical.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it do all the things.
After it takes it a couple of minutes. It's moving around, shuffling around things, and just sort of, and you see behind the throne, hidden. It takes the unseen servant just a minute to push things away before, and it's not even really looking for it. It's almost going on your whims as you're telling it what to do, sort of brush things away, and that's when you see it. You're like, there's a doorway to the north, behind the throne, hidden. It just took a little more investigation than was given before.
Okay. That's the only doorway in this room, right?
It's the only doorway you see out. Yes. That you haven't come in. That you haven't gone through before. Yes.
All right, guys, want to go through this door?
yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Oh God.
Wow. Ye have so little faith in me. Have I killed you yet?
I've died a couple times. I went down. I've had 2 death saving throws failed twice.
All right. Opening the door and looking in, you see a long hallway. You see that there are 3 levers on the west wall and 4 on the east wall. In each corner of the room,
7.
a stone warrior statue stands about 6 feet tall. Above each lever is a bronze plate engraved with a name.
Mm. Do you recognize any of the names?
Hold on here.
Mm.
Actually, you know what? We're going to go ahead and leave it right there because you're going to need everybody for the rest of this.
Ouch, okay, that sounds fun.
Dang.
I was thinking maybe this might be another time to sit down in the middle of this room and make a little hut.
What you see, like I said, you see levers, 3 levers on the west wall, 4 levers on the east wall, and in each corner of the room is a stone warrior that stands about 6 feet tall. Above each lever, there is a bronze plate engraved with a name, and on the north wall, you see a doorway. That you were told that this was the last level, that all you have to do is make it through this room.
Oh, okay. All right. So then we're going to leave it here for the rest of the gang.
Yep, I guess we have to.
You're going to need the whole gang, I think, the next time, at least for the beginning of this, and for the whole thing of this.
All right, sounds good. Sounds good.
So
Good times,
we're going to leave it
Thank
right
you,
here.
Pat.
That and it's 4:00. Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to leave it right here.
All right.
You guys have one last puzzle to solve. If you want to take some time in between sessions to collaborate on